Today's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan podcast is brought to you by tacos!
GringosLocos.com. When's the last time you had some double D's? When's the last time you had some dang quesadilla?
Or
that pork quesadilla is delicious.
Thank you. The pork quesadilla with the coarse kosher salt sprinkled on the outside is phenomenal. You pair that with some of their Valentina hot sauce and you are off to the races. Don't sleep on the queso, the guaco taco, and then the one thing that I know people rave about is the catering. When is the last time you had a taco boy or taco girl come to your house and serve you and your guests delicious Gringos Locos Double D tacos? The taco bar is the only way to go.
Yeah, and you can get a double D bar, and like Daniel said, they will have their employees serve or make the double Ds,
You don't have to do that.
or they'll just drop off enough food for your party.
That's a swingers. If you're having a swingers party, you just have them drop it off.
You know, kids' birthday party's great. Everybody, all the parents are like, "Oh, you stepped up."
Why'd you say that right after I said swingers? Why? Why'd you do that?
Well, it's the opposite side of the spectrum, right? So there's multiple Gringos Locos locations. They've got the downtown location in Washington. They've got the right there, Milk District.
That's ours.
Yeah, and
Michigan.
Michigan.
2 in the Amway.
Yep,
We're missing one.
UCF.
Yep. UCF.
Yep. And all the locations can be found at GringosLocos.com. And like Daniel said, you can go to that website as well and call about their catering because they do a great job catering. It's Gringos Locos.
Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
What, do you think I was going to scream there or something?
I mean, it looked like it.
It did. I made like a horrible face. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. It's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. And there's Sam.
Just me. I could be your Sam. Hang on.
Don't do
You
that.
can't. You don't. You have little titties.
Yeah. And I'm guessing you're not responsible.
Yeah.
I'm
Not as
probably
organized.
the most. No,
Not
come
as
on. Are you
organized as
serious?
Sam. You don't carry as many notebooks.
Like if I was
I
your,
guarantee that I'm probably the most organized person in this.
No.
Even if Sam was here in
no,
this room.
actually based on his
Guaranteed.
routine of health. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
100%. Everything goes into my calendar. I'm by the book. Like I'm always on time.
Not here.
I have
Here.
everything
You're
written
2
down. I
minutes
never
right
miss
there.
anything. I'm so meticulous with everything that I do. Like I'm very, very organized.
Hey,
God,
remember
that's
that
hard for
time-
me to believe.
Remember that time Tom didn't go to your dojo opening? Remember that? That was fun. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. It's A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. We're already on tilt. We've already been doing the show for about 35 seconds. Already fighting. We're a woman down because Sam is celebrating her anniversary. And
How long? How long are they been together?
I would think a long time.
I
A
was
long
gonna mention-
time. I think they've been together a long time.
I was going to mention this because
please.
because now Sam's not here, so she won't hear it. Because I imagine she doesn't.
Are you gonna say
listen
something
to the show.
bad? Don't say anything bad.
Well,
Don't say she's the stupidest
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
person
yeah, I
in
was
the
about to
world.
say that. I was
Okay.
waiting.
I'm joking.
She's not, so we could never say
She's
that.
definitely not.
I saw that she was like, we're celebrating, and I think she said like 15 years.
I think it is. Yeah, it's a lot.
You know,
it's
but-
a lot. It's like right up there with you. Like you guys, you old timers have been together with your partners a long time.
I
But
feel like there's
that's
something wrong with that. Too long. It's too long together.
well, but she said 15 years, so I think she meant from when they met, not when they were married.
Correct.
Okay, well, but she didn't say 15 years since when they were met. She's just celebrating 15 years.
Yeah,
and I'm
but
like,
she
have
did
they been
put-
married for 15
No,
years?
but they put a picture in there. You had to connect some context clues. She put a picture in there where she had like almost like emo hair and a lip ring,
Early
and he
2000s.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he looked like
emo
you,
Sam.
and I was like, look at that's Tom with Sam. It looks like a young boy. It's like she looks like the bass player in like a Black Veil Brides.
Yeah.
And he
That's
looks
Punk Rock
like
Sam.
Punk Rock Sam, bass player, Black Veil Brides, and he looks like a young redneck Tomman. A Tomman.
So, but do you have to put, what's the etiquette? You have to put the amount of years you've been married. That's where you celebrate an anniversary, not since you met. Because I could say, like, I met Crystal when I was 16.
You and your wife do this all the time. I think that she does the same thing Sam does, and you rail against that. Because I believe, in my memory, in my tapestry of bad memories, there's one in there. I feel very certain that your wife counts it from when you guys got together officially, when you hitched your wagon to her and you weren't playing, Tony Hawk with other girls on the couch. You decided that, you were Crystal for life. And that's the point that I believe Crystal Van.
No, we do our wedding anniversary, but it's not the legal.
You do Predator's wedding.
No, not Predator's wedding. We do the marriage we had on the boat with the family.
Well, whatever it is,
March 1st.
I have proven my point that
but that's marriage,
though. You cannot, because you have so many wackadoodle anniversaries, you cannot criticize her for going point of entry, like when they met to now. You have no place to talk, sir.
I feel like they're doing that. People are doing that more often now because
marriage means less.
Marriage means less, and you're getting married later. You're together for a super long time before you decide to get married.
Maybe it's surprising that you even want to weigh in on something so traditional. This is shocking to me, sir.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's going non-traditional. She's saying we're celebrating when we met instead of celebrating our marriage.
Well, how long? What's the difference between the two? Like how much extra?
Oh, a lot. Because
I didn't go to her wedding.
He didn't go. And I went, but I wasn't really there. In my mind, I was drunk. Probably. Everything I've done for the last, and this is a true story, everything that I've done, it's been a wedding or you've asked me to come to something, charity event, any of that, I've been blasted at it. For the past, I don't even know. I can't remember half of nothing. I can't remember Sam's wedding. I know that I drove drunk to some VFW, and I know I drank more there, and I know I drank so much I didn't even walk down the serving aisle.
Andrew
I know
was
that.
driving. No,
Andrew didn't go.
Oh,
why are you lying? I'm trying to save you.
You're trying to make you sound.
Don't try to save me. Nobody can fucking save me.
All right,
we're doing a movie now. We're doing movie dialogue.
So we're gonna have new beanies up later on today.
Was a hard left turn right there, man.
I gotta get us out of here. We're talking about driving drunk.
I
gotta get the beanie.
What's that?
Well, it was like years
is that the ones that were sitting out there? Those are cool.
It's called a slouchy beanie.
That's
it's
big.
It's
like really long. What do
loose.
I put this over my face and cut holes in it?
Yeah. Oh no, you can't. Dude, that's the thing now that girls do. Hey, do me a favor. Make a custom for me. Cut holes in this and a mouth hole and put it on Tracy and send me one topless photo.
It has to be double-sided so you can roll it up.
One topless photo of Tracy wearing this as a ski mask.
Yeah, but it's like
it's a slouch.
It's a cool dude.
So you hang at the back, right?
Like your Kelvin,
like
your Kelvin Gemstone.
Like you can pull it off. I can't pull these off.
Let me try.
You can't really pull these off.
I think I end up looking like Daddy Smurf.
Maybe it's not a shortman's game.
I don't think it's a shortman's game. When you wear these, I end up looking like Cool Elf.
It's like the shortman.
It's comparable to my straight bills, my flat. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Anyway, we got some of those coming up on the site.
You got to poof you got to quaff the poof in the front. Am I doing it right?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
What's up, guys?
That's Portland Dan right there.
What's up? It's Portland Dan. I'm going to a vegan strip club. Going to see some bush.
And another thing that we're going to launch tomorrow, and this is going to go on for 2 weeks, is we're finally doing our charity auction. And this started with us wanting to auction off the Griff truck, because Sam's had it in her garage for way too long, and she's been...
she's had a truck in her garage way too long.
Get this shit out. I mean, for an entire year, it's just been sitting there, this Griff truck.
Well, what's she going to use her garage for? Everybody I know, they don't put a car in it. I'm the only person I know that puts his car in the garage. Do you do that?
I have,
what
garage? I have two garages. I have one car.
Garages are for cars, but everybody in Florida just uses it for trash.
No, I have a workout. It's all workout stuff. It's my whole...
That's acceptable. That's called The Rock.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we have to get rid of it. So, our idea was to auction it off. We were like, okay, whatever we could, it's a hunk of shit.
But why are we auctioning it off? Why are we giving ourselves more work? Why don't we just drive it into a lake?
Because
why don't we just drop it off?
I really
somewhere?
want to Ryu it. You know what I'm talking
What does that mean?
Street Fighter Ryu, like a bonus stage. Where
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
well,
destroy the car.
you make points for punching the car.
Beating it. I'll do it.
Well, we did say, I was
let
like, do
him
you
do
think
it.
you could punch and kick a car enough to not make it run? Without opening up the hood and like punch it?
Oh, you got to open the hood.
I might be able to smash down the hood, the hood enough to hit.
No,
something
wait.
on the
If
engine.
he smashes the hood down enough to pull the hood off,
Yeah. As long
so
as
you can pull the
by
hood
hand.
off. By hand.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think he could jump up and down on the hood and pull it off.
listen, instead
Like a
of,
gorilla?
Axe, it's not jumping. I'm axe kick it.
I don't know what an axe kick is,
Like,
but it sounds
Straight
great.
up in the air and go.
the BDM that built our couch for the couch races, like he's been wanting to blow it up with Tannerite.
Is that the
for
same guy?
months.
Oh, I like
That's
that guy.
cool.
He's talented.
He's a good guy,
Yeah.
but he's been wanting to blow it
talented,
up,
man.
and then we were thinking about doing that. But then the problem is we haven't done anything for Yellow Brick Road in a while. The last time was the coloring books, but we usually do multiple events that raises money for Yellow Brick. And there's, just because of the pandemic, kids with congenital heart defects, it still happens, and it's even worse for them now because a lot of times you can't have visitors because
Yeah, they lock it down, so it's like what it was times 10, which is just not fair, man.
Yeah, and and that's got to be a nightmare for anybody having to deal with like hospitalization or being in the hospital, having to go through cancer treatment, all these different things.
Bullshit.
Because
Too much.
Now it's like all the perks, the small perks that you got, like visitors and people being able to come in, like they've locked that down
Yeah.
because of goddamn Corona.
From what I understand, even too, like you said, when you say visitors, just keep in mind that a lot of times these kids benefit from like maybe a big company coming in with like a party or something cool for them to do, right? Like
Entertainment, something.
but they can't do that.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
And so anyway, so then we're like, okay, let's auction off the truck. But we're like, how much is this piece of shit truck going to get? Not that much. And we need to raise some serious money. So then we started adding like experiences that at least we can put on the list.
Like things and not bullshit.
Here-
like we think like cool stuff. Yeah.
So one of them, not only we've got the Griff truck, which is a 2002 Ford Ranger, custom rims. The rims are more expensive than the whole truck.
the rims are actually decent rims. The rims are nice.
Yeah, we
the
bought-
truck is shitty, but
Yeah, we bought rims from BDM for $1,000.
hey, the stereo's good too. That's mine.
Nah.
No,
Is
it's good.
it?
It's good.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's a good head unit. It's an aftermarket head unit that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
So we can listen to some tunes as we smash it.
It's a death
good.
trap. I drove her one time, and it is as bad as goddamn 2002 Ranger. That's oh man, it's
Does
bad.
it run? It did.
Yeah, we have no idea.
We
but
have
I
no
don't know if
idea.
it runs.
It did.
How
It
many
did.
miles are on it?
Oh,
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of miles.
Yeah. This is more of
Yeah,
you're
it's more-
buying
yeah.
this. Your
You're
money's
buying
going
a
to charity.
memory. Yeah, you're buying a-
yeah. Maybe the guy's going to blow it up. He's going to buy it. I don't know.
This is an honorary degree.
get it.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
there's a nothing here.
So then we also added watch a Friday free show, so you could bet on that. Now, by the way, all this is going to be go live tomorrow at noon at TomandDanGiveback.com.
Yep.
So it's TomandDanGiveback.com. Everything starts at $100. It's literally 100%. Every cent that's raised is going to go straight to Yellow Brick.
Yep, all of it.
And then we'll schedule out all these experiences. So one of them is come in and watch a Friday free show. You get to have some White Claws, hang out with us, and everybody knows about that experience.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
We got a dinner with Tom and Dan. Me and Daniel are going to take you out to Hollabox, and you and what do we say?
That's the best one on the list, by the way, because I get to go to Hollabox. Like, selfishly,
Yeah.
like, when I saw that one, I'm like, fuck.
Excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and a friend, you and your spouse, you get. We'll meet you at Hollabox, have some drinks.
And we're
go
going to
out
do the
dinner.
real deal. I'm going to talk to Chef Pat to see maybe we can get a tour of the kitchen or something. Like, do something big, do it up big.
We got lunch at Johnny's. Where me and Daniel
Hang out, play some bar games. What do you
Yeah,
want to do?
yeah.
You want to play a little darts? You want that stupid game where you put the ring on the hook? We'll do that for hours.
Yeah. Now, here's the best one, in my opinion. The one that's probably going to get the most. I'm going to take you on a boat trip. It's
only the same thing. Boy,
Now,
if you want to
some of this-
relive the Monsters in the Morning experience, then it's the old Tom. Yeah, if you want to relive that, then jump on old Captain Time been riding this fucking boat trip bullshit.
Unfortunately, it's his dad boat, not a cool boat.
Yeah, how long?
No,
you know what?
come on.
He's been riding this fucking boat trip thing longer than Sam's been married. Longer than 15 years.
Oh, you're already done boating. You're so
I'm not done. I'm upgrading.
No, you'll
27 foot now, baby.
No,
this
you'll
kind of
never
shit.
you'll never get a new one.
You love this kind.
Bullshit.
You
Yes,
love this kind of stuff. Check this out.
Yes.
Every person that has ever, this is a true story, has ever decided that they want to go on one of Tom's charity boat trips has passed away.
Oh, God.
Everybody that's
No,
ever
that's the old
has
thing. That's a
died.
bowling
Did you
tournament.
know that?
No,
everybody
that's
who
old
ever
radio
bid on
shit.
him,
No, come
everybody that ever bid on him passed away. That's a true story. I think there were 3 unsolved murders.
We'll do.
Way to sell it.
We're going to do 5 personalized video messages.
Yeah, and what is this bullshit you started telling Sam that because Sam goes, yeah, you're going on that too. And I'm like, what, the boat trip? And you're like, yeah, Tom said you're going to be there. That's part of his thing. And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Well,
Why
I
do I
invited Sam too, and then she's like, I'm not jumping in the spring because I was like, well, my whole boat trip is going to be you meet at Oasis where I keep my
Okay,
boat.
hold on a second. All right.
Well, we're going to party at Oasis after we go.
You didn't tell me that. Okay, I'm not.
You and 4 friends.
All right. Wait a minute. That's.
You know, you got to help me take the boat covers off, and then like I haven't put it in a
We're
while.
not going to be able to bring
They're
shit
gonna
on
work.
there because this is going to be too many people.
No. I'll buy a couple cases of White Claw.
Small boat.
I'll put some Wawa subs. Anyway, we'll drive. We'll probably do this in the spring. We'll drive at the Blue Springs. We'll get out at Buzzard Swamp. We'll have to walk through the swamp. Then we have to walk all the way to
Okay,
the
wait a
spring.
minute.
Huh?
Oasis is great.
Yeah.
I
might bring my sons.
I
and
might
my
even
wife.
put in a no.
I mean, because I have to take them.
If we're bringing anybody, we're bringing Super Dave from WJRR.
Well,
That's
he'll
who
be
we're
at
bringing.
Oasis when we get back.
Because I want to guarantee some ladies.
I'll
some
follow
titties.
you in my boat and just do donuts around you.
Can I ride in your boat?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now we're
that's
doing
part
it.
of the bid. I'm following you with Dan in my boat.
Now everybody's
No.
going to bid on this. Dan in the cool boat, Tom in the
Yes.
nerd boat with his
Dude,
family.
that's it. Let's do
and
that.
then we'll swing by and pick up Super Dave in the titties.
Yes.
Well, are you going to have a new boat by the spring? I mean,
I'll use mine now. It's not like I'm either
He's
getting rid of
got
them.
friends.
or
We'll
not.
just
sold.
borrow a boat. Well, fuck your boat. We're gonna way cooler.
And
on
yeah,
the-
I've already one sitting there waiting for me to get as soon as I sell this.
Seth
one.
Petrozelli and Super Dave present Tits Ahoy.
well, why don't you put, you could put up your own boat experience same day. You'll be like, same day, I'm taking my
Competitive. Competitive boat experience.
But you don't even know how to get there.
I know how to get for GPS somehow.
So you guys are battling boat experiences.
You're gonna past Drink Beer Beach and the Swamp Grill.
Who's driving bids on yours? Because I've defected to Seth's boat.
But people
Better
want to
boat.
go. They want to go.
Better boat. Tracy, kind, a loving individual, kindness.
She's not
on that
going.
boat.
She's going to hear
Well,
that.
I'm either going to put her up for making maybe make somebody like a sandwich topless. That'll be my thing.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I'm bidding on that.
Or she can come with me in the boat.
Wait, hold on a
She's not
second.
going to do that.
Well, I'm just putting. She probably will.
Hold on a second. I
If
can
I
go
tell
to
her.
a website and help the children by getting your beautiful girlfriend to make me a sandwich with her tits out.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't do that?
Well, I can bring my wife, and she's got
big
the
ones.
deep V, but she covers it up with a bunch of
I
shawls.
wish she would. I wish she would. That's our fault.
I would bet
And she
on
got to
That's
do
our
it.
fault. She's always got some grandma quilt covering this thing. Take the quilt off. I want to see the torpedoes.
Anyway, so we got the boat ride. Then we've got this is an interesting one. If you bid, and the winner is going to be you come to the studio, and we'll interview you for 20 minutes about your life, your job, everything, and you'll get to be on.
And you have
I
choices.
can't
You
go
can
back.
either get the
corporate
you can
time?
either get the natural Tom and Dan clown, or we can even give you the business, which is we kind of you tell us things and we're like, oh, that's amazing. We give you like a little more, like
Nice,
pump
that's
you up.
cool.
We'll interview you and about your life.
Yeah.
We'll find something interesting, and if you got a business you want to promote,
Yeah,
you can
let's
do that.
do it.
Whatever. It's 20 minutes on a corporate time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I love just talking. Those are more fun to me, arguably, than any celebrity. Just talking to Billy, who does
Because everybody has a story.
100%.
Everybody has some sort of weird.
100%.
For sure.
This
Everyone's strange.
This is a good one. You'll be able to come like one day after
Oh yeah.
onto my face.
Yeah.
And we'll go to the bathroom. Then we'll,
You got me. Oh shit! I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
I did. As soon as he said it, I was like,
Oh my god, Sam, get back soon. Tom's going.
and I'm not
crazy.
waiting long. And I'm
not waiting long.
And I'm going to yell at you if you can't get it done fast. So you're going to come to the
Where were
studio.
you on my semen test?
And after we finish recording one day, and Daniel's going to set up his flight simulator, and you're going to hang out and drink beers while Daniel takes off from someplace.
I'm going to fly to Atlanta and back.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then you'll just hang out with
You
us.
get to pick the plane we fly, and I'll let you fly it around. It's awesome.
While Daniel's flying in the studio, so you and a friend can hang out and drink beer, and then Daniel will fly to Atlanta and back.
I'll fly you around, and I'll let you come on my face.
And then also we have a bike ride. You meet up at the studio, and Daniel's going to take you on a custom bike ride, right?
Yeah, I'll take you on my favorite bike ride. We'll leave from the studio.
Bike?
You got to have a bike. Yeah, if you got a bike, no e-bikes. I hate e-bikes.
That's cheating.
It is cheating. If you can pedal it yourself, you join me at the studio, and I will provide all of our libations. And we'll head out. I'll have a little cooler, and we will head out on a fun bike ride, talking it up and chilling. And we can play music if you want, and then we'll ride back to the studio and have a couple drinks.
Can they smell your bike seat after?
I mean, why not?
That
You guys are going to be busy as shit. You guys just promised a lot of stuff. It seems
that's the thing about charity is that you should do something for free.
No, you're pawning it off.
You should do something for free because that's how it fucking works.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You don't just
I'm doing this for the kid that's sitting in a hospital bed that can't have visitors because of COVID, and then maybe we could raise enough money for
I
another.
will have your girlfriend make me a sandwich with her tits out for that kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm a good person.
So anyway, that'll be up tomorrow.
Low sodium boar's head.
We've got
turkey.
Yeah.
It's going to be up for 2 weeks. Then it'll close. All the information will be on tomanddangiveback.com. And like I said, Saturday noon it'll be up. So speaking of smelling the seat, I remember when we were in radio and me and Tiffany did the tandem bike thing. We rode a tandem bike.
I don't think
where this is going.
I think that somebody said
no.
They stole it. I know they stole, but I don't think for
they just did it for the radio bit, not for the actual.
I find it really hard to believe that there would be, and I know people say everything's been done, everything's out there. It's hard for me to believe that there's a person that can sniff a bike seat and whack it. That's hard for me to believe.
Yeah. Did they? Is that what happened?
When we got back, she was wearing a bikini, and then when we got back to this studio or whatever, the Clear Channel building.
I like girls in bikinis on bikes. I like that.
Then someone drove by the Clear Channel building and saw the tandem bike, and then ran over and then took Tiffany's. She was riding on the back, and took the bicycle seat and stole it. And then when I got back, there was no bike. And then I was like. That's someone really did this.
That's awesome. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, that is.
It's dedication.
That is. It is dedication.
But
do you
tell people? I guess you tell your buddies and they fucking laugh, right? But you don't tell anybody because they'll be like, "What? Are you serious?"
My dad had
for what?
My dad had on his desk that had all these plaques and president's staff and all these awards he'd won from president. He worked for this company called Prentice Hall Publishing Company, which became Maxwell Macmillan, which became Simon and Schuster. If you recognize any of those publishing names, my dad worked there for 40 years or something like that. And he had all these different plaques and shit in his office, but hanging from one plaque at the very top was a shiny black brassiere. Like patent leather. And it had been thrown to him during a Monsters concert, and it belonged to Savannah, and she had her titties in it. And it was, I think, the infamous when she came out in topless. Remember that?
I don't. That was pretty much.
And my dad caught it. My point of this story is that men will hold on to perverted
undergarments.
Yeah, that's I think that's an dumb old man thing.
And then display them and look what I got.
Yeah, look, it's a trophy.
There's bars that have all the bras hanging from girls that.
That's flair, though, right? Isn't that different? That's flair. That's look how kitschy we are. Look how fun we are.
That doesn't happen anymore. The old throw your bra on stage type of deal. That's an old.
Girls don't wear bras now.
Yeah, there's very little bras.
The girl, 22-year-old. What do you know?
Grandmas wear bras.
It's like no one eats fast food anymore. You're living in your own bubble.
You know who wore a bra? Meatloaf. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Too soon.
What was his character on the Fight Club?
So, Seth,
them titties.
Have you tried VR yet?
No, I was hoping I could maybe try it out.
Well,
Now, I could tell by the smile, you just want to look at porn.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because I want to play games too, but then I want to play games that get me ready for porn.
Porn games.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have them.
Like Truth or Dare.
The Japanese have porn games, man. They're porn game crazy.
Really?
Which I was curious about too, and I put the VR goggles on and the Oculus, and then got into the lobby. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. Well, I was editing, and you had a couple minutes before you had to leave, and you're like, "Well, I got a couple minutes. I'm going to load this thing up.
I want to see what the porn looks like." And then you told me a website, and then all the sites would need you to pay, and then we tried to get to Pornhub and look VR porn, but it was just a screen. So I looked.
It was just big.
It was just a giant screen. I was like, "Well, this is not it.
That's not it."
And so I haven't seen the one that you're actually in the scene.
You want it immersive. You want to be in the porno.
Yeah, the only way to really make it good is if there has to be some sort of machine that you just attach to your penis where your hand's free and you're just doing it.
I don't think I need that. I think if I could be in the room or trick my brain into feeling like there's a woman next to me masturbating, I feel like I could kind of like, I think I could do that.
The problem is if they're not interacting with you, I don't think it tricks your brain enough, because the whole thing that I've realized about VR...
Well, you'd have to learn the dialogue, right?
It does trick your brain into believing for a little... Even though you know it's not true, it's like you're in a different place. Like, it does, like, transport you to a different place, which I immediately said, like, since the first time I tried it, I was like, oh, people are going to become addicted to this. People are all here to get out of here, and they want to be transferred to a different place, and this will do it.
And we've talked about Horizon Events. That's this thing in Oculus where you go in, you have an avatar, you can walk around, you can move your hands, you can talk to people, your mouth is moving, their mouth is moving, you're talking to them.
There's a bunch of kids in there
racist shit.
Yeah, a bunch of kids yelling the N-word at me, and then
they disappear into goddamn Thanos.
Yeah, because they get deleted. Like there's people in there like
people that
policing it.
Policing?
Yeah. It's weird, man. But Tom got to experience it yesterday, and I got to see him. He was like, "Whoa." Okay, I see it now. Like you were talking with people. You were talking to some crazy old man that was laughing.
Yeah, but I didn't like any of that.
You hear their voice, or you see just
no? You hear the voice, and you can talk to
and it moves around your head, just like what we're doing right now.
But it's an avatar, like a cartoon avatar, and then they have
you pick your own avatar. You try to make something look like you, or you can do whatever.
You make it. No, you can customize it to make it look like you, or you pick from the standards that they got, or whatever. But
my guy looks sort of like Brendan O'Connor from Bungalower with a beard, and I'm wearing acid wash Jenko overalls. And I can't figure out how to take my overalls off. I'm like, and it's one shoulder strap off. It's not even both shoulder straps on my overalls. It's a fancy overalls.
See, that kind of gave me a little bit of, I was like, okay, I could see how you start interacting with other people, and then it's like, and then there's concerts going on, so you can go into, like, different rooms, and there's different presentations that are VR, and then you could just jump from room to room, and then there's, like, a lobby, you talk to people.
Like, we watched a little wrestling, we watched 2 Chainz.
None of that really... Like, I was like, nah, I wouldn't really seek out this, but when I took off the Oculus goggles, like, after about 20 minutes...
Yeah. You're like, this is boring.
No, well...
No,
I was like, I'm back in the studio.
Yeah, it was an experience.
It just tricked my brain into thinking that I was somewhere else.
It's like traveling.
That's it. And then once I saw that, I was like, this is... Like, people are going to do this, and they're going to, in the future, when it's better, they're going to go to their shitty... Because people want to escape, right? The whole joke, we're all here to get out of here.
Part of drugs is escaping reality.
Everything, yeah. I mean, sex, drugs, movies, like anything that we distract ourselves from, and this is the ultimate distraction because it tricks your brain into thinking you are in a different place, even though you're in your own apartment or house or wherever you want to get out of. This will get you out of it. Small increments out of it, like, you still understand it's not like you're like, oh, I'm in the goddamn Total Recall Mars or whatever. It's like a little bit of getting out of here, and I'm like, well, if this is a little bit and the future is going to be a lot, this is going to be it.
I have a creative mind. I think everybody here does, and I think there are only going to be people. There are going to be some people that it moves nothing for, right? They put it on. I don't see it. Yes, I'm doing a stereotypical voice there, but I think it's one of those things. If I'd put it on my dad, he wouldn't. It's not a thing for him. For me, though, I will say that. And we've had a lot of callers call in and say that Oculus Quest 2 is like entry level, and it is. But I will say that it's still so good that last night I was using it, and I'm still testing things so we can stream. And what I'm figuring out is there are certain things that we can't stream because they don't want you, especially if it's like a third party concert or something like that. Copyright infringement. You're not going to be able to stream that.
Yeah.
They're not going to allow
you have to
you
stream
to
the games and that kind of
yeah,
shit.
we'll figure it out. But when I was in there, one of the things I noticed is that I still it tricks my brain into thinking I'm going to fall. Like I get this. I was in the space room where they're showing videos from a satellite, and you can see space, and it's really cool. It's super immersive and super beautiful. But when you walk over to the edge, I noticed that it was triggering like anxiety, like I was going to fall over the edge. Like it was the same feeling, you know.
That's awesome.
But just easier for me to control it. So I wonder if there is an implication, or an application rather, with VR where you can use it to face a fear. Because I noticed that, so I did it right, and I was like, oh, but then I noticed now I have control of it. I use my brain to allow myself to get comfortable with it, right? It's no different than working out or anything else, getting comfortable with uncomfortable. So I wonder if you could use that to train yourself to be okay with like standing on the edge of a cliff.
It's like people with fear with like spiders or arachnophobia, then you can hold a virtual spider, get closer to it.
But it's really immersive, right? Like, because you can feel the vibration mimics it walking on your hand, or I don't know.
So could I go in there, just stand in the center and have people gather, and I could say karate lessons $10, and then here's my Venmo, and I could say that to everyone, and they could Venmo me, and I could teach them. And
can I do that? I hate to bring this to you, but they have virtual karate classes already being taught for money online.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I know it.
With VR technology, like all the fitness stuff, I mean, they're already doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get it's still early.
Yeah, get in there.
There are like kids training, like quarterbacks are using it to, look at defensive coverages and like go through progressions and stuff so all that shit. Anyway, it just it solidified to me after fucking around with it that it's probably we're heading that direction, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And then like watching, I did find it also I enjoy, and I didn't think I would, but I loaded up live TV last night. I'm just going through, what I'm doing with mine is I'm just going through and I'm slowly learning every little part, right? So that way I have a good foundation. It's no different than what I would do with Final Cut or any program Logic or anything I learn in here. I'm taking the same approach because I'm taking the approach of like teaching myself it so we can use it, right? So I loaded up Netflix, I loaded up Amazon VR, I loaded everything I could get my hand, live TV, I put ESPN on there.
So it's all apps you just download on.
Yeah, little apps. And I found, though, that watching live sporting events in VR is actually quite nice. I really enjoyed. I was watching, of all things, I was watching like just a no-name, lower-tier college basketball game, and it was cool. Like, it was fun.
Are you in the stands or are you out in the
You can choose.
court?
You can choose. In some, you're in the stands, and in some, the one that I really liked, it was just like a massive screen, but the way that they had it set up was just really comfortable. Like, you were just sitting there watching it. It was very nice.
And they're going to start making it like courtside and stuff, or you're sitting there and live, and all there is just a camera that people are logging into. Yeah, and then you can see, all around you. You can look back at the live audience and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
That
I still want to get it because I feel like you said, it's entry level. I wanted to get one that the next step up. But I don't know how long that's going to take to get.
Well, they've got better ones. Like we've had listeners that are all into it. What's the one called?
The Index. There's
like ones out already that are like
better, like 10 times better. The Oculus is just basically.
Well, no, you could buy some that are made by like European companies, like $7,000. You can buy ones that you can't even get on the website. It's like you got to be invited to buy it.
It's just the big deal about the Oculus. It was the first mass produced, cheap enough, like $300, and so
I would
it's available to a lot of people.
I would start with that because honestly, you don't want to
get the best one.
Yeah,
you get the $7,000
European. Like the boat. He's going to spend $7,000. He's put it on one time, and it's all jet black. Then he's going to be selling it to Mo. Like, you want this all?
Mo didn't buy my boat.
Well, too big.
It's too big.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have Seth do some news. Then after that, we'll do some voicemail. I know Seth's got some convention to go to, spin the wheel again.
I know.
The chat room just clowned you. They said you should get a VR virtual wheel, and then people can line up and you can spin the wheel to see if they get free lessons.
No, Very funny.
I thought it was pretty funny. Well done, person.
That's not what I do.
Who made that joke? The name of the band. Yeah, go ahead. You want?
Oh, no. I was just saying I'm going to a karate tournament, and I'm coaching my young students, kids, and adults.
Oh, that's cool.
Competing for the first time.
You're not competing?
No, I'm signed up too, but I fractured. I could barely fit in the shoe. I don't know if you guys. It's really hard. I fractured my toe last week, so I'm contemplating doing it or not.
What'd you do?
I kicked somebody in the shin and hurt pretty bad.
This little toe fracture. That's
It's not bad, but I needed the push.
Bruce
It's my
Lee.
foot that I push off.
How many
so.
times have you broken your toes, you think? Is that why they look all crazy?
Yeah, that's why that one especially. I always jam it. Or
Why not just have it removed or put a metal spike there so you can kill people?
Usually, if I hit it right, it doesn't hurt at all. I can kick things as hard as I can.
Yeah,
With my
I've seen
toe,
you.
It doesn't hurt, but this was like underneath.
caught
right
it
spot,
wrong.
and I caught it wrong.
You do have like big weirdo feet and hands.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling
like
you.
your hands
It's
or your
like-
feet,
but-
your feet
and-
or your hands. I don't know the difference.
But they were like that
like an
from when I
animal.
was 12.
They're like the
I was-
same thing. You know, like you are literally like one of those McFarlane action figures that has replaceable hands. You know,
Yeah,
like
but
you're Captain Spaulding. I want to make him holding the apple juice, so put that hand on.
But I think it also means a big thermos too. Like you know what I'm saying? You have big
The
weirdo
extremities.
God didn't put a lot of time and effort into your feet and hands. He had to put all the time in your dick.
It's
Right?
yeah, they're weirdo big. Anyway,
Raise your hand if you think you have the biggest penis in the room.
Well, Seth does.
It is.
I've
No, I
I've
don't
seen
think
it.
I do.
seen it through his
I've seen it. And
underwear.
mine, because the medication I'm on, and like mine spends the vast majority of its time inside my body.
Does that?
Yeah.
What-
And then I just have this little non-circumcised skin sack
Come
that
on,
kind of
let's-
hangs
come
out of
on.
my body.
Yeah,
It's
it's like a deflated snuffleupagus.
Come
it
on.
doesn't even look like a deflated nut. It just kind of looks like I was fat there and lost a lot of weight, and now I just have like dick skin hanging down. It's horrifying.
What's the first song?
This is Small Pools. Have you heard of them? They're
No.
good. This is Small Pools. The name of the song is Cycle. We'll be right back with more Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Bye-bye.
We've got a bunch of amazing bar partners and brewery partners, and you can find them all at tomanddanwateringholes.com.
Do you want me to, I can give them a hit. I could just go through them. We got Toll
Yeah.
Road Brewing, Dade City Brew House, Hourglass Brewing, the
Oh.
Commission Beer Chamber.
Speaking of Dade City, they wanted me to tell you guys about January 29th in Dade City. They got the Kumquat Fest.
I used to go to that as a child. It's nice to know that it's happening.
Yeah, and they're shutting down downtown Dade City and a street party, and our friends at Dade City Brewery are supplying all the beer, so you can drink delicious Dade City beer at the Kumquat Fest.
Yeah, and if you've never been there, do not sleep on the Dade City Brew House IPA. It's one of my favorite beers.
And you mentioned Hourglass, and Pabon just dropped off 3 more signed prints, and 1 through 50 each
Nice.
print, and you can get them for free. All you have to do is get a beer at Hourglass and ask for a Tom and Dan signed Eric Pabon print.
Yeah.
and that's all it takes, and you get it for free.
Easy breezy. We're
with the
always
beer.
trying to give you something. Bug Nutty, Cafe Da Vinci, the West End Trading Company, that's also Celery City, Johnny's Other Side, Brew Tap House, Stuffed, Buster's Bistro, Cigar City, Tactical Hat, Mets Lounge 1 and 2, Tuffy's Bottle Shop, the Slide In Sports Bar and Grill, that's Tiffany's sister, that's a great little spot.
Yep.
Man, we got Foddy's Tavern, we got a lot of really good spots for you to go to and spend some money on beers.
Yep, and they all have either koozies or some sort of Tom and Dan promotional item. Just ask or take a picture in front of the plaque, the Tom and Dan Watering Holes plaque or banner that they all
Yeah,
have.
just let us know, man. We love that. They love that. And it keeps this whole Watering Holes program up and running.
It's tomanddanwateringholes.com.
I'm always happy when I get to play like soul music or funk. I don't think a lot of people know that was the goal. The goal for me was I wanted to be a funk drummer in a funk band. That's how I wanted to spend my time. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. How good can you still drum?
You know, we're going to find out because I'm trying to get my wife to allow me to purchase a new drum set because I want to start playing again.
Just buy it. What's
anytime
gonna
somebody has
happen?
a drum set in their house, everyone
No,
just goes,
electric. I can't do I live in a townhome. I can't do a drum set.
Oh,
I'd be killed. I could put it here. That was my first idea. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
Tom.
then I'll come back. Then I'll come back.
You would say a word.
No,
You'd be
no.
the coolest
I-
dude. I would put the
I
drum
could
set
ignore
in, and you'd be
anything.
like, that's fine. Oh, I go. And then Mo would be over here, and we'd be moving clients around it.
Yeah.
I mean, let me take these cymbals down so we can see each other's faces. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I got the bug to play, man. I've been drumming a lot lately. I've been playing guitar a lot lately. But as I play guitar, I was telling you this morning, the more I play guitar, the more I'm like, well, I just want to play what I learned. I just want to play what I went to school for. So I got the bug.
I get
Just
it.
get it, man.
Dude, it's electric drums, or at least the ones I want, are very expensive. And I sold my last electric kit to SBK, to Soul Brother
You
Kevin.
talking thousands?
buy it
or
back
you talking
from him.
hundreds?
I don't think he has it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe he got rid of it for kidney money.
I could find. I bet I could find one on Craigslist for you.
I'm not-
I
Not that guy. I don't want
You know,
an
use-
old Wuhan flu drum set coming into my house.
There's some BDM that's got an
Got
old
all
electric
the
drum
Wuhan
set.
on it. Oh no!
Please email Daniel if you got an
no.
old electric drum set
I
that
don't
you want
want
to
your
sell
old
them.
Yamaha. Got dust all over it. You came all over it. I don't want any of that.
Why would you come on it?
Is it just as good as a regular drum set?
Do you not remember Samantha's husband who had an entire closet door that he would just walk over to and come on, the come door?
Oh, we don't, that,
People have places they like to come.
that was when he was a kid, like a teenager, a boy.
Well, they're not going to be selling these drum sets that belong to old grandmas. They're all going to belong to little boys, and little boys come on things. So every drum set on Craigslist right now has one drop of little boy come on it.
Let's,
Oh God.
let's do some.
I'm just saying the things that are truth. It's up to you guys to figure out whether or not I'm crazy.
Let's do some news.
All right.
Ross.
Oh no, it's the wrong one. People are going to get mad.
Fucking put Ross's news on.
Oh, well, I hit that one.
No, I'm
Oh,
gonna
You did that on purpose.
Oh, people are going to be really.
People are already writing,
really, really bad.
Ross
Oh,
news.
here. There we go. Got the right one.
Yeah, this is way more cool.
Oh, the chat room's going to fucking kill me now.
99, am I right?
Just having fun,
Trying
man.
to prove he's gonna die. The CTE is kicking in with every new hit at the gym. He laid out Kimbo with an attack, but the Russian won't call him back. And we all forgot about that fight. Just more proof alone you're gonna die. It's Seth Petrozelli with your douche bro news. Narps.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
No.
We tried. Hey, we tried.
Oh, I thought that was like a bit. I thought you were really doing something.
Well, we were.
Someone's calling.
We're gonna clown on. We're gonna clown. So we're having fun today. We're just making it a little rough around the edges today.
News brought to you by the DeWitt Law Firm. JustCallMo.com. He will not buy your boat if it's too big.
He won't buy your boat, but he'll get you some money for something else. To buy a boat.
If you're injured on the go, just call Mo. JustCallMo.com. All right, what do we got first?
And he won't hire my sister either, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm just joking. I don't know about
Oh,
that,
my
actually.
God.
Well, you know, I mean,
I have a joke for that, but I will not say it. I have a joke for that,
Yeah.
but I will not say it. But I want everyone to know I have a joke for that.
does she say? Has she keep? Has she kept the Petrozelli last name, or is it her husband's last name now?
No, it's her husband's last name.
Oh, okay, all right. At least she got away from it.
She's a genius. Hire her.
Gives you more credit.
Genius.
All right, so the first news story that I got was in honor of me getting blasted by a bunch of churchgoers recently. So
You
Okay.
got your butthole got fingered by a bunch of churchgoers.
Let's talk about this. I saw the
Oh,
BDM post, and some BDM posted a screenshot of a comment you made on some religious Facebook group.
Oh, they're calling back. I'm
Okay.
gonna try.
there you go. How's it?
I like this.
Oh,
Hello.
Tom, how the hell are you going to choose Sensei Pussyfoot over me?
Oh, okay.
This might be.
He's
Oh,
a
is he
drunk.
drinking? Are you drinking?
I just
Oh yeah, yes, yes, yes. I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear the fumes coming out.
Mike,
yeah.
let's talk about this. Mike texted me 2 nights ago.
Mike B,
and-
infamous. He's an infamous listener.
I haven't been drinking, by the way.
Oh
Just
no!
to clear that
Radio
up.
show aficionado of all things. Let's say food.
So he texted me
Chefman.
just generic, and
Cookman?
I had never gotten a text from Mike because this is the only text that I've gotten
Did
from
you
this
save
number.
his number?
No, I never save any number, and this is
Okay.
the problem.
So how do you go back to it and know who it is?
Well, I
you have
didn't.
to read the conversation.
I didn't. Well, there's no conversation. He's never texted me before, so all he texts me is like, "Hey, if you need a news guy, I can come in this." Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I don't know what just you're like. I think your body was
He
shutting
had a heart
down.
attack and then it
Goddamn
coughed up
Coke
some
Zero.
shit.
And
You just got done telling me how good it was.
he said, if you need a news guy, I could do it this Friday. I'm open, right? So, and
We're
there's
open,
nothing else.
baby.
This is the only text I've gotten from this number. So I looked at it and I was going to say, who is this? I don't know. I have your number saved. But then I was like, what if it's someone that,
What if it's Ross? Is that what you thought?
I
Is that what you thought?
what if it's someone who's going to be insulted if I say, who
What if
is
it's
this?
Ross? Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what if it's someone that I know have known for a long time or like his close friends with the show? Like, I knew, the fact that they said, hey, I could do news this Friday, I was like, well, they're- Anyway, so I took his phone number and then I went to my email and I'm like, let me just search his phone number in my email
smart.
and see if something comes up. And then
That is so much work. That's so much time
Tom, are you
wasted.
saying I'm not a good friend of the show?
and
No,
then
you are, but nobody is a good friend of the show to Tom.
no, of course.
All you have to say is, I'm sorry I don't have this number saved.
Well,
It's so simple. I do it all the time.
He doesn't like to
Yeah,
do
you
that.
could have just said, hey, who dis? New phone, who dis?
Yeah,
No, it's
that's what I
uncomfortable
usually
for
say.
him to say things like that.
Well-
Plus, it's not the truth.
If it's someone,
And he's not a liar.
if it's someone that I'm supposed to have their number saved or I'm supposed to know, like
You're supposed to have Mike B's number.
then it's an insult to them. But the Mike knows he's never texted me because he's got the same text conversation. Who erases their text conversations?
I do.
Daniel's the only person because beyond that, you'll be able to see like through the conversation.
I
who
like
it
to
is.
know which conversations are current. So if I delete all the ones that are like over months old, then I know who I'm talking to and I don't have to scroll.
But they go down to the bottom, the old ones. The new ones stay up top.
They do, but I like a nice, clean, like how many people am I talking
Seth,
to?
you-
7 people. I got 7 conversations.
Seth, you're questioning this like I question your hypochondria. It's
Yeah.
all insane. Like,
Yeah.
totally-
While he's sitting there eating some
Sorry.
sort of
I needed a protein bar
some sort
midway.
of mung bar.
Anyway, luckily Mike B put his phone number on his resume he sent me when Butler quit. And then I said, Mike, we got Seth. But he never acknowledged the fact that I knew it was Mike B. And I wanted him to be impressed by the fact that I knew it was him and just went completely, he's like, I'll do the news. Then-
Mike, what say you about that?
You know what? I mean, it's okay. I know that Tom loves me. He has a hard time saying it, and I'm really okay with it. I'm going to go with it. I'm not crushed or anything. Because I've been a lot more in control of things since I've really dialed back with the drinking. But
How much have you dialed it back?
if I have a drink once a week, honestly, I get a
pretty
little
good.
sick now. Last time I drank, I had more than 2 beers. I got really sick to my stomach.
All right.
That tells me instead of 9 beers a day, you have 5 beers a day. I'm just doing.
You're just doing lie math.
I'm just doing the alcohol math because I've said to people, I
Yeah.
dialed it back.
I used to tell Andrea all the time.
Yeah.
I would drink one of those 64-ounce beers at Kerr's Wing House, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, I had 2 beers,
Oh, wow.
120 ounces of beer.
yeah. It's like Genghis Khan. He's just a big,
Yeah, I would drink a
giant
vat of beer.
Yeah. That's what you do. Because you've been drinking today, all right, Mike?
No. I've
Oh.
been playing video games all morning.
Oh, drunk on fun.
So
I've just substituted alcohol with video games.
So I'm sorry we didn't choose you for news, but it was Seth's day today.
Sensei
so-
Pussyfoot's Day.
We'll go ahead and we'll put you in rotation. When Sam returns, I will have her put your name on the list,
Yeah,
okay?
but there's a kicks back everybody else.
No, at the bottom of the
What
list,
else
the
can you do, Mike? We don't even need news.
That's true. That's true.
You're literally in my segment. It's 20 minutes in. I haven't said one news thing yet.
What if he made a sandwich with his tits
Yeah, that's
out?
the best part about it.
Oh.
You still got big ass titties?
No,
Mike?
I've been working on some puppet stuff.
Titty puppets? I'm down some titty puppets now. Oh, you're bullshitting.
Dick puppets?
No,
I know those.
If I can get in with Mr. Snarts, we could do some Mr. Snarts
Yeah.
and
No,
some puppet
Mr.
stuff.
Snarts and the titty puppets. I think that sounds awesome.
Mike, I don't want to do that. Anything else you got? some sort of.
Well, I mean, I don't want to steal your thunder and start doing better stunt boy bits than you.
No.
Can you hang stuff from your nose ring like like an anvil?
You're not deformed enough. I'm just going to level with you. You're not hideous enough to. You don't have what it takes. You're not disgusting enough. You need to be.
But you can get there. You can get there.
Well, you're just going to have to. You start eating more and drinking more, and you are getting. He's getting promoted at work. He's fit. He stopped drinking or cut back. I mean, that's not the correct play if you want to be on our show.
That's not 90s radio material.
Yeah, that's just you're cleaning up your life, which is not what we need.
Yeah, you know what it is? Kratom care.
Yeah.
It's good. It's insane.
You want to know who's got the goods?
He's got multiple personalities.
A dumb old man who eats some sort of unproven powder to give him supernatural powers. That's the guy that's got the goods.
Yeah, he's got split personalities.
Yeah, he wrote
Sean Connery.
he wrote a book. It's like a pamphlet. Look, you're too.
You got anything?
You're
vanilla.
You're
Mike.
overqualified.
That's fair. I mean, I guess most of this was just to spin you guys off on tangents so we could waste
not gross,
time.
Okay, you're just not gross. We tried to make it gross, and you're just not gross. I'm sorry. Good day.
Oh, man.
I thought we hung up.
Is that
that's the ultimate insult.
Yeah,
And,
you're just not gross.
You're on a show, and then they just wait, and they make you do it. Because normally the host said, just hangs up.
No, that's the ultimate way to make sure the person knows that you mean business. You're like, no, you do it.
Well,
when you do it, you'll know.
Yeah. All right, Seth, first story.
Receiving a vision from God might get a little bit nasty. An Oklahoma pastor horrifies the congregation by spitting a loogie onto his hand and rubbing it all over a man's face.
I like this guy. This is awesome.
A pastor who went viral from Oklahoma spit on his hand before rubbing it in the face of a churchgoer during the sermon over the weekend. His name is Michael Todd, who leads the Transformation Church in Tulsa, made the point while wiping boogers all over a man's face to explain God's imperfect vision. When getting the vision or receiving it, it might get a little bit nasty, the pastor Todd told the congregation.
I'm trying to find the actual video.
The churchgoer reportedly... I guess it was his brother. I didn't realize that. I didn't read all the way through this.
I got it. You guys want to see that? You want to see some... what happened? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we're supposed to have a listener stop in and hang out on the show today, and she's from Brooklyn. I
COVID
believe.
delivery on too.
Well, we're a person down too. We got no Sam here. Normally we'd have somebody. No, normally that'd be Butler's job, the first line of defense. We're like, run to the door. You get the COVID.
You get the COVID first.
Yeah, set the person down, and then we'll go from there. But that's what. See, normally we don't do this. This is cool. It's like behind the scenes stuff. And Tom doesn't have the power of saying, "I'm on the air. I got to go right back." He can't do that.
I like that. Here, grab a seat.
Yeah, he's going to start baking cookies for him. That's what he does. He can't do that. What's up, guys?
Hello, how are you?
Or is it one person? Or just, hey, how are you, Dan? Nice to see you.
Sit down.
You want to sit on the couch?
Talk about your mom real quick, because your mom.
What is happening?
That was my cousin.
Oh, your cousin? Oh, yeah, your cousin.
No, now you're doing it.
Sorry. Your cousin, I was like, hey, are you coming too? And she's like, no, I'm just checking to make sure you're not going to murder my cousin.
They said that?
And then she looked at me like, I know now what you look like, and what you're 5'9". She started saying my weight, like 180.
Oh, that's off-putting.
Which is an amazing talent. I am 5'9", 180.
She nailed it.
That happened.
Like, well, is she in law enforcement or something? Like, what? I mean, how do you learn that?
No, your cousin's safe. Like she's more paranoid than Sam. I wanted to bring her in and be like, you think everybody's out to kill you.
Right, I'm getting the camera set up here so we can see everything.
And I apologize.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
I forgot your name.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, get right on that mic if you don't mind. You're on the air now.
Oh.
So
You're a big star. Big star.
You came down from Brooklyn because and you're a listener.
Yes.
Okay. Did you live in Orlando?
No, I've never been here before.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. How'd you find us?
Yeah.
It was really random. I discovered podcasts back in 2016, and I was just looking for comedy podcasts. So I was scrolling and first I saw Bill Burr, and I think I saw you guys initially, and then I listened, and I was like, meh, and then uninstalled.
I like that. I like the truth. Yeah. That is the first response. Like, you listen,
It must have been the news segment that you're listening to
That's
first.
the first response typically is, yeah.
You're like,
I
a
would
couple
agree with
white
that.
guys talking. I've seen that before. That's every
That's
podcast.
what they all do, these white guys.
Yeah.
And then I think a couple years later, I was like, kind of, let me look for something. And then I saw you guys again. I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure I listened to these guys before. Let me try again.
Yep, meh.
Still haven't gotten better.
That's what I would have done. I'd be like, yep, they're still at it. Wow.
In fact, a little bit worse.
I give them a double that.
Every year, I mean, it's just that's what age does. Your brain gets
Yeah.
worse, and you get a little
It's
bit
like
worse.
what they used to do, just not as good.
Yeah, like, Derrick Henry was better last year.
Oh, no, he's starting. He's starting.
I
That
know,
just
but
came
still,
through.
doesn't
Just
matter.
came through. They're starting.
Every year, you're worse.
Big dread power. No, he's got it.
So you came down and you wanted to sit in the show.
Yeah.
And
So I just emailed Sam.
yeah,
And
That's
she
the
was
way
like,
it happens.
Yeah.
It's just that easy.
But you're on vacation, though. You didn't come just for this.
No, I wouldn't come just for this.
Okay.
I like the honesty.
yeah, it was good.
I like
I'm
that.
surprised you even wanted to go. I'm sure your cousin was like, "Why do you want to go do this?"
Yeah. Wait, we're doing what?
Like talking you out of like doing like why would you ever want to do that? I like that.
So your cousin was trying to talk you out of it, right?
Oh, no.
Oh no! Well, she looked nervous because
Is she gonna wait in the car?
Oh, no, I'm going to get an Uber back.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well, that's
yeah.
what you think you're gonna do. If your cousin's listening, I'll just keep it on brand.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can come
Have
grab a seat over
make
here.
yourself at
and
home.
watch the
Get
show.
any drinks you want. Make the bathrooms down to the right.
So Seth is doing his news, as you know.
On Tom's
which is what
desk,
it-
there's a
what it-
ledger and a checkbook. If you want to write yourself a celebratory check, you may do so.
Yeah. All right, Seth. So
I already did my part. He's got to play the video now.
okay. Well,
right,
before
yeah.
you play the video, I
Yeah.
noticed that
Michael Todd, that's the pastor's name?
Yes.
Okay, good.
you made a comment, and then the BDM posted, "Look what Seth put on."
Oh,
this-
you're talking about on the Facebook
On the
thing I'm talking
Facebook
about.
page.
Yeah, I said some.
And why even make a comment, Seth? Why?
Okay, look, I scroll by so many things that I want to comment on. I'm like, I can't. I own a dojo, I own a gym. I cannot be that person that just trolls people on their
Also,
on their Facebook.
saying that I scroll all the time, like, doesn't necessarily mean you had to comment this time, right? Because you're saying, hey, I scroll all the time and I see
Dude,
stuff
literally,
I
but
want
it's
to
been
comment on,
literally
and I
like-
do nothing. So I'm allowing myself this one time. I see what you're doing there.
because
You're
I just had the
rationalizing
perfect. I had the perfect comment to put, and I was like, and I was literally making myself laugh, and like I was giggling by myself, posting. I was like, this is fucking hilarious. This is funny. And people didn't think so, I guess.
Yeah, well, because
you
it's
were
their group.
Yeah, you're shitting on the
I know,
religion.
but I didn't really shit on their group. How do they know I'm not being serious about just because I don't pray to their God, I want to pray to another God? What's the difference?
Because your picture is a muscle gorilla,
Yeah.
and then you're make it like
Yeah.
like it's
So?
not because
then
it's
they
not
did-
part of their
yeah.
normal group. It's like they can
called-
tell.
Well, then that's their problem for not being open to other people in their group and open-minded.
It's like if someone posts on your Facebook group and their profile's a clown. It's like they're coming at you with a joke or whatever it is. It's goofy.
Oh, with the clown thing?
I'm just whatever they say. People know where it's coming from because of what you look like.
Yeah, well, it was funny. It made me laugh. That's all that mattered.
So what's this video?
Oh, okay. Here's the video. This is the preacher apparently smearing the boogers.
Boogers, the loogie.
Okay, so I'm going to that page now, and here you go.
Jesus said, "You good, brother?" Now watch.
Now watch. Oh, God.
He can't see, but he can hear.
Is he blind? Or is the person blindfolded? Who is the?
Wait a minute. Is this? Do we now spit in blind people's faces? What are we supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
Is this a new greeting? What is this? This is the spit in your blind friend challenge from TikTok, right? It's like, okay, here.
So he hawked a loogie in his hand.
And this is the moment where many of us are in. Is that God is doing something and we hear him changing. We hear him even in your prayer. And in this time, he's changing something and you don't see it clearly yet. But you hear.
How do people think this isn't crazy?
I don't know, man.
Right?
It's about to happen. More.
How
crazy
do
is about to
people
happen.
think this is not?
See, that's why I posted what I did. I was fighting crazy with crazy.
I haven't even gotten to the point yet. Do you want to see? I guess
Well,
he'll get to it. Let's just try to power through so we can.
He's
get
still
there.
hawking.
He's still hawking. I didn't know it was more than one.
I mean, you got some in there, man. I mean, here,
Oh.
we'll continue.
Oh.
Well, that was a stringy one.
I do like the audience.
And this is why.
Yeah, no, son, don't do it, baby.
Yeah. So,
It's gonna happen.
There's all different. You can hear all type of people. Who like
Yeah.
you hear like oh, and you oh loud. I like it.
Okay, let's see what he does here.
Most people
How long is this clip?
would not face Jesus anymore.
Is this one of those videos where he just spits in his hand the whole time? When we get to the end, he never put it in the guy's face, and I'm like, you assholes! Those people on Facebook, you see them,
Yeah.
Laura Hogan.
But they take like an hour to get to that.
no, they
point.
never get
No,
to
they
it,
never
and
get-
then
yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah.
That's their. Oh, I hate those people.
You know how long I watched that guy chop down the tree waiting for
That
the
one,
fall?
no, the new one is the wedding lady she's in a wedding dress and she has the different icings in the cake and she's going to pull the vase up and then dump the icing on the cake.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes 10 minutes and every abuela and
slow.
Spanish grandma is saying, fuck you, on the, because they're all
Oh, yeah,
bakers.
'cause they're
They're all cooks. They're all these Spanish grandmas on there so fucking mad. They're like, just dump the fucking icing. They're fucking mad.
What does that do? It makes everybody
It makes me
dislike-
pissed off, but then it gets views. So.
It does get views, but I
it
just
is
now I
weird.
start the video and I go all the way to
exactly
the end,
what
and
I
when
do.
I see they didn't dump it, I go on there, I go fake. That's what I do.
It doesn't stop it.
I know, but I think I am.
All right, so he spit a couple
Okay,
loogies,
here.
and then what happened?
Do a little 10-second fast forward.
What most people would do is turn away.
Oh, is he saying his spit is like the Holy Spirit
Oh,
or Jesus or God's? Okay, all right.
Saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand? When getting the vision or receiving it
here it comes.
might get nasty.
Oh, so
I'm going to say it in a point just like that.
you're gonna have to get your
Receiving
hands
vision
dirty
from God.
when you got to believe in Jesus.
So,
You mean
I could do this, by the way.
I know you're good. Yeah,
I should quit this show.
Oh, yeah.
And become a little tiny Southern preacher, the tattooed. I'll get the faux hawk. I'll start wearing the razzle jeans, and I could be a youth pastor. I could be Kelvin Gemstone. I said it earlier in the show. I could literally do this and lie and be like, sometimes when you're gonna get God in your heart, sometimes you just gotta get a little dirty. And it's gonna happen. Can I get an amen? And you just do that. You just go around and you just say little
You're
things.
talking nonsense.
You throw a little scripture in here. You throw a little something. You know, when John the Baptist was on the beach and he had everybody lined up and everybody was going to receive the good word and the love of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he looked around. He looked at all the non-believers and the people that were telling him, you got it wrong. He had to look at them day after day and line those people up and lay his hand on them and say, God, get in this man. Be this man. Take this man from just a grain of sand and build him up to be a big and bountiful world. Can I get an amen? So you do all that dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
You just
You can do that forever,
Yeah,
right?
I can do it forever. And you just do that dumb shit, and then people are like, oh, I feel it, and then they go, and they put their hands up, and they're just laying their money.
It's
They're
a,
lay-
feet,
dude, it's a well. Hold on, we're getting down to it.
You could do this. You
no,
do it.
I don't have the talent.
You do it professionally. You just don't believe in God.
No.
you just do it for grit.
No, you have the talent to just talk and believe. And
I
what you're
don't
saying.
believe any of it.
Yeah, but it's like the same talent you have. You could freestyle and stuff. You can come up with the shit. Like
you
get
gotta think
awkward.
fast. You're stupid. I get it.
you motherfucker. Me and
come
Seth
out-
are stupid.
just come out
Never
and
kid.
say-
You just won the chat room over. You've never admitted it.
Yeah, we got a couple
Oh, I said
things.
you, not me. God damn it.
Like I have the beginning planned out, but after that, I can't. I got nothing. I can't go anywhere.
That's all right, because guess what? We're
Then it
going to
gets-
do it as a tag
when
team.
I'm drunk, I can
Yeah,
fucking-
well,
I
that's
can't
what the
do
show is.
I can't do the fucking money part. I can't do the money part.
Oh, I can do the money part.
Yeah. Well, why are we just the righteous
Yeah, yeah.
gemstones in Orlando? Why
Yeah, yeah.
are we televangelists?
I think we are. Just with a different
type, sometimes.
different. It's like there's a reason why Mike B believes in this. We're just insulting
Hold
him.
on, and you
He'll
know
still
what?
believe in us.
And I believe in Mike B.
Like we
You
can,
got to say that stuff too. If they think you've like isolated them on an island, oh man, the checks dry up.
we can spit a loogie in our hands and smear it in Mike B's face. Believe in it
Oh,
forever.
I heard somebody else say that one time. Oh, okay, let's see the smear. You want to see the smear? All
How
right.
much longer is it?
God, I just bought, in crazy faith,
Come
I
on.
just bought my dream car. And now you're going to ask me to sell it back and ride in the hoopty again?
What?
Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you,
Uh-oh.
No.
it might get nasty.
Oh, come on. You're rubbing your loogie out of the guy's face.
Oh, there's the big one. There's the big
Is
one.
this...
Oh,
Do you
it
s- do
hung
you
off his
hear
face like
and
a
see
chain.
the responses of the people.
Oh,
That's where it stops.
spoiler alert. he
I don't
got-
think I understood your lesson, Pastor. Can you start over?
Is,
The
he,
vision of God gets nasty.
did he do this just to get, like, viral views, right? Everything.
You tell me.
Oh, he used to give that guy a virus.
Yeah, what do you... Oh, that was good. You're on your game today. Are you taking action, Green?
trying to show off for the movie.
Oh, yeah. Anytime we have a cute woman in here, he's just
Exactly.
acting crazy. Am I allowed to say that?
but
I
it's-
didn't mean nothing by it.
So he's
your
playing this as a stunt to be able to get like some sort of internet talk and shit, right? Like, because there's no way. Because people, I mean, there's probably people in your congregation that are like, that's disgusting, or like people that are like, hey, there's corona still, don't do. You know what I'm saying? That you're gonna get
Well,
heat.
that's the screams you're hearing, I think.
Yeah, you're gonna get heat for. Well, there's.
They obviously like him because they're not
Regardless of
running
corona,
out. You know what I mean? Like he's charismatic. They like him. They're part of the congregation. They're part of the church.
Plus, it's his brother, so maybe he's just fucking with his brother.
It's true. I guess with your brother.
That's a weird way to fuck with your brother.
I used to hold my brother down and do the little string
in front of the
spit.
congregation. I mean, in front of like I'm assuming thousands of people,
in
hundreds
front
of
of,
people.
in front
at
of my
least.
parents.
I do like the idea of this guy being like so brazen that he's like, I'll spit a loogie in my hand and rub it on my brother's face, and everybody will still. You know what I'm saying? It's the shoot
got
him in the
balls.
street and everybody will still.
But this is what
nothing
happens,
I can
right?
do is like nobody will run from me no matter what I do. I could do anything.
This one's also better than any of the Benny Hinn stuff or any of the stuff they used to do because you're not having to get a mark in the audience. Like, this is your brother. He's not going to sell you out. Well, let's hope he wouldn't sell you out. You know, I
Yeah.
mean...
No, well, that way, I mean, he's getting a portion of the money.
Of course,
Righteous Gemstone thing.
but
this
no,
kind
I'm
of shit.
saying my point is you don't have to do that next step of looking for the mark because it used to be the reason that like a lot of these guys, Benny Hinn and some of these other faith healers that would lay their hands on you, the reason they would get into trouble is, you know, we all know that's not true and it doesn't work like that, and then eventually they'd run out of these people to do it, right?
Yeah, and then they'd start paying people to do it, and those people would eventually be like, he paid me, I just faked it,
Yeah.
and then it's bad for the business,
Yeah.
you know, so like, you have to pull back.
But this is like a closed circuit TV. It's in your family. They're not going to say anything.
So you commented on this video.
No,
right?
not
Or no.
No, this is just his story.
I commented on a prayer. Okay, there's a post. It's got 6.7 million likes and views and comments. It says, "If your hands are not busy, type God, I need your help." And then everyone writes God, I need your help. Millions and millions of people writing that. So I wrote.
I thought it was like a Ouija board. This is how stupid I am. I thought it was like a Ouija board where it said, God, I need your help. I thought, because I read your post, that if I laid my hands on there, that these people believed that much like a Ouija board, God would spell something different out. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
serious.
yeah.
This is what I thought. Like, you are a good person, or strive to be your best, or take on the day, or some
like-
bullshit.
yeah.
I thought that's what it would do. But then I saw these people typing, God, I need your help. And I'm like, well, that's not going to do anything because I'm virtually certain God is not on Facebook. He's not.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been on Facebook. It's a hellhole.
The whole point
'Cause
is
people like me
you can
doing
hear
this.
your thoughts, right? That's why with praying is like, I thought you know,
Yeah.
I don't
At
know.
least that's what my mom told me.
Yeah, it's like they just want a bunch of comments on a post to build their social media platform.
Correct.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wrote what I wrote, the quote from Conan the Barbarian, where he praised the Crom, you know, the god that they worship back in Conan the Barbarian days.
Did they figure it out?
Like maybe 5% of them said yes, may Crom be with you. Conan rules. Conan's the Barbarian's awesome.
So there were some positive.
There's some other bros in there.
fucking rules.
was a
I
good-
knew this God website wasn't that bad. They know who Conan is. Babe, get in here.
My religious wife followed the site, and now I just I'm too lazy to delete it.
There's a couple hundred very negative things towards me. And then
Give me a highlight. Give me a highlight.
God, we need your help. Pray for this man.
Well, that's good. No, that's a positive. You're getting free prayers, bro.
Yeah, but they don't mean it. They mean they want to get you or want to say something negative.
No, you're not supposed to pray to God to kill other people. I was told by my mom not to do that.
Sir, you should be arrested.
Arrested?
That was
I agree with that.
Some foreigner. Then it says you should be
arrested.
One person says you will be drugged down to hell. You should bow on your knees and pray for forgiveness.
God, it would suck if you got on your knees and then they drugged you down to hell. You're like, I was about to do it.
There's literally dozens and dozens and dozens of.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know why. Because I did it because it made me smile and laugh.
You know what? That's an honest answer. That's like what my daughter says when she does something. I'm like,
but it's not really bad.
Like,
I didn't make fun.
She's like, I don't.
I didn't make fun of him. I didn't say this is bullshit. Stop believing this crap.
I just creative.
I posted something that meant a lot because that scene is fucking really intense to me, and I really do like it.
You are trolling,
it's one man.
And you hate trolls.
I'm not trolling. I was being
it's
serious.
trolling, dude.
No, that's
Tom.
not true.
You love trolling. Now, see, Tom and I
don't love trolling.
But you see,
I see comments shit all the time.
You're unaffected by it. I can say that.
Yeah.
And you know what it like. You're least affected of it by anybody on the show.
But I know when I see it, and that's a troll. It's a classic.
This guy knows.
There's literally probably 7-8 times a day where I want to write something worse than the other.
But that doesn't justify the troll.
I know it doesn't. What I'm saying, I know it doesn't. But I'm telling you the reason I don't do it, not because I'm a good human being, but it's because.
Well, I knew that.
But because I have a business and everything like that, and I don't want to come out and look like a total asshole when I have business and clients and stuff like that. But this one did kind of backfire, but I don't think anybody at Dojo would care that I wrote this because this was really not that big of a deal. So they copied and pasted that on my Dojo Facebook, said the owner of this dojo wrote this on our prayer group.
No.
and they copied and pasted.
Yeah.
So I hit it.
They're attacking your business now.
That's the world we live in now.
Yeah. But I don't get that. I wouldn't care. I showed Tracy.
You launch one
laughed.
Conan bomb over there. They're like,
actually, two of my students actually liked the post that I did. So
is that because you get in there and like my post, so they don't burn my jungle down, bro?
I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I wasn't mocking them. I wasn't making fun. I was just having a little fun on my behalf.
I don't know. A little mocky to me.
And who are they to judge? What if I did pray to Crom? That's my own God that I can pray to.
Here's a piece of advice that I've been doing myself. So I'll see a post or even the BDM page, which I think they'll take it like I intended it, right? But someone will post something and then I'll write something because I want to joke around with them like I would on the show.
Yeah.
Because I think they would appreciate
give them the
it, right?
girlfriend experience.
And exactly. And then I'll write something like making fun of them and then I will not post it. I'll look at it and then
I do that a lot too. Yeah.
And then I'll stop and I'll put my phone away and then I'll just look at it an hour later and then I always think, no, I shouldn't post this.
That's the mature thing to do is wait a second and then.
Because it will be taken wrong by someone, like the wrong way or whatever. Like someone will read that in the way that they emotionally want to read it or how they feel.
They project.
And they'll project their own emotions onto whatever I'm saying and then they'll take it the way. And
I read everything emotionally.
Too much confusion. And that's the problem with most of the internet. You write shit in words and people are going to take it the way they, like the joke you wrote is not that disrespectful. You're quoting Conan the Barbarian, and you're not, attacking anybody. You're making a comment.
You're not singling anybody out, really.
But the people that took it as an attack, they felt attacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the people that are like, I love Conan, they took it as a joke that you intended.
I'll tell you this.
So what good does it do?
I, too, don't think what you did was that bad, but if my mom knew who Conan was, she would have been offended.
What, really?
As a Christian woman, yeah. I think she would think that you were some
a fictitious character.
She would think you're some meathead mocking what she enjoys.
You're also, there's a deeper insinuation that, Conan the Barbarian worshipped this god called Crom. There's other gods out there, and this has been going on through entire human history.
It's a long way of saying it's all garbage.
We're hundreds of different gods.
That's what I was getting at.
I know, because you're trolling. I know you, and they know you.
Just say
what you meant. But it was a subtle way.
Say it, say troll.
But it was a subtle way.
Say my name. Say my name.
It's a roundabout troll.
It's a roundabout way.
I'm a roundabout troll.
Yeah. You're just trying to the troll with like
I wanted to make people think.
Style trolling.
with a way out. I mean, like, hey, I wasn't trolling because that's what trolls do.
That was
They're like,
way out trolling.
They're like, hey, I just said
That's
it.
pussy trolling.
Yeah. I just said.
I was pussy troll.
Hey, dog, I was pussy trolling.
All I said is, let's go, Brandon. Brandon is my friend. How do you not know? Yeah, I know what you meant. Everybody knows. That's what it is, right? It's like, just
That's exactly what it is.
it's just, that's all it is. And I don't even give a fuck. Troll everything you want. I don't care.
That's
I don't care
why-
about anything. But
And if you go to TomandDan.com, that's why you can buy our brand new Let's Go Crom shirts. On sale now. Go Crom Go.
that would somehow sell to both parties.
Go Crom Go. Everybody loves Go Crom
Go
Go.
Crom Girl.
Yeah. All right, next story.
Let's Go Crom. I got the fucking thing
Someone
wrong.
make a Let's
I can't
Go
even say it
Crom
right. Yeah, Let's Go Crom.
shirt.
All right.
Great.
This one's really interesting. I didn't know this. I guess I did know this could happen, but it's weird to me. Bringing on a whole new meaning to not mixing work and pleasure, this OnlyFans star has shared what it is like to have two vaginas, where she uses one professionally and one for personal sex.
All right.
I want a personal vagina.
An adult content creator, her name is Evelyn Miller, didn't find out until the age
Kelly Miller.
she didn't find out till the age of 20 that she'd been born with two vaginas and two wombs.
Took her 20 years to find
That's-
the second
that was the
vagina.
part.
God, it took me 20 years to find one vagina.
Hey-oh!
Hey-oh!
This girl's good looking, too.
I'm going to start adding hey-os. I'm at the age where you can add hey-os and it's okay.
It's like I'm sitting at the reception with my drunk uncle. Anyway, so why did it take her so long? Is it noticeable? Is it internal somehow?
I know I'm not on OnlyFans. You can look up her OnlyFans. Let's pay for this. Let's come on. Let's
I
go.
would pay
So she
for
has-
a two vagina OnlyFans.
Now,
She's
does
31 year old. She's 31 year old. She's from Queensland, Australia. Her name is Evelyn Evelyn Miller.
So is it that she have two whole complete vaginas?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you
Or
said whole
does
complete
she
vagina.
does she have one vagina that has two like
No.
birth canal holes?
Birth control because she has two wombs. So I guess both of them lead to the same or different wombs.
All roads lead home. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that
So
means.
basically, it looks like a regular vagina,
she's
but
hot.
there's two.
She's hot.
Birth-
She's
Yeah, I told
really,
you so.
really hot.
I know.
Like, she looks like your Eastern European bloc style.
Yeah.
She looks like all those European porno stars.
Now,
So she began working in the sex.
Oh, she got big fakos too, dude. Like, look at that. I can't. I don't
Oh,
even
I
need to
see
see them, but I can
Oh,
see where they're going.
I'm
I
sorry.
see where they're going.
I don't want to ask our guest this because I don't want to embarrass her. But you're the
My
only
God.
you're the only woman in the room, and
Yeah.
no one else here knows
No,
about the female
nothing.
anatomy.
I don't know nothing.
This is like the
Seth,
worst
She
for-
knows. She listens to the show.
Yeah. Seth knows nothing.
Yeah.
I know. Listen to that. I don't even know where the pee hole is at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't want to know where the
Yeah,
pee
yeah.
hole is.
I don't know where the
Pretty
thing
sure
is.
that's where you rub to get them off. It's the same.
Pee hole, bee
Same
hole.
fucking
Yeah,
hole.
is it come out of the
Right
same
above.
thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's anyway.
Pee hole, bee hole. It's all Greek to me.
So, and you could just say yes or no. So
Sure, you have two vaginas.
Raise your hands if you have two vaginas.
okay. So she didn't find out until she was 20, but I assume she had her period when she was what 13 or 12, or when girls have a period. When it's like,
That's
so
a little young, isn't it?
So when you have your period and you use a tampon, you have to put it into the canal to stop the blood. So if she had two, wouldn't she always be like, "Why is this not working?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why did it take her till 20? Like, I understand.
Maybe she doesn't ovulate out of one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's two wombs, but
So one doesn't work like
one
a
doesn't
normal.
work. The plumbing doesn't work in one of them. Maybe.
Okay. all right.
Maybe that's the one she uses.
I cannot
for work.
believe
Maybe
you
that's
actually.
The work one.
That's right. That's right. That's 100% probably right.
She says her right vagina is slightly.
Oh, it's right and
more-
left. It's not back and forth. Ew.
Back and forth, right? And what do you? No, back and forth would mean you'd have three in a row. It'd be
up and down.
first, middle, and
Up and
butthole,
down.
right?
It's probably like the tube, one
that's
tube
weird.
goes.
See, I
left.
wouldn't deal with that. No.
No, I want left
wanted
and
it.
right.
I wanted it right down. the middle.
No, then you're going too low. I want them left and right, like she has it.
No, that's like an eyeball, like a fish looking at you.
No, it's not. There's nothing to look at you down. There's no eyes,
It's like
you
two,
weirdo.
it's like, no, but it looks like two eyes, like looking at you.
And traditionally, men have a way that they dress. That's the way that your penis or member which way it naturally hangs when you stand, and I dress to the right, so I'm guessing the right vagina would naturally be my vagina of choice. She says the right vagina is slightly more comfortable during sex. She can orgasm using that one, so she generally reserves it for personal relationships. Through her work escorting, she found that clients were mind blown with her anatomy.
We could all agree.
I want to tell you how much she makes in a month.
Okay, well, we could all. This is the best time to have some
Two vaginas.
deformity or whatever. Like now,
That's not unfortunate though. Like I'd have to see it to give a full stamp of approval on it, but I feel like she got a gift.
But
It's like, yeah,
it's
That's
like
a gift.
especially for what she's making.
Because if it's not hurting her health, and she has two of them, and you can't tell, and she's a beautiful woman, I'm just here to tell you, she ain't going to have no problems.
No.
She's not.
It's like, but 100 years ago, if you had some deformity,
Oh, they burn you at the stake.
burn.
Well, no,
Burn.
but you would have to like the
It's like it has two vaginas.
No.
String her out.
well, like
Let me spit in my hand first and smear it on one of the vaginas.
Yeah, let's do that. Burn it at the stake.
400 years ago that would happen. I'm saying like in the 1920s, the only way you can make money or monetize your deformity would be like
Circus.
So yeah, and then that's a hard living. You got to go and travel from town to town, and you got to be treated horribly. There's some some guy. People are throwing apple cores at you like a horrible.
Zoo, apple core.
And then nowadays, like you get
Cartoons.
you get a TikTok, and you get some social media, and you start monetizing immediately. Like, and you don't have to do much at all. You can live your life and do whatever you want and just monetize it. Of course, you still have to like give the audience what they want, which is play with your two vagina holes and whatever else. You got to show it to them, right? That's what she does.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
I want to.
I don't want to see that. Who wants to see it?
I want.
What?
100%
Who wants to see two vaginas? Are you crazy?
I'm just curious. I want to get.
Like, who wants to see the fucking Grand Canyon? You'd rather see that than the two vaginas? I'd rather see the two vaginas.
I'd rather see the two canyons.
The Grand Canyon, I can see that online.
Yeah, but
This
It's
is
a big
more.
old hole in the ground.
it probably doesn't.
This is
look
a grander
different.
canyon.
It's it's like
Yeah.
internally is different, but it's not. Probably aesthetically looks.
I mean, I
similar.
think
No
in my
way.
heart of hearts, I want it to be two perfect vaginas side by side, like they're just like twins or best friends or something.
gonna look like
But
Quaalude.
it's probably not like that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If she didn't even know until she's 20, I'm just guessing that it looks
tight.
regular.
It's tight.
It doesn't look anything different than anybody else. It's just internally is different.
I bet you when one vagina is in operation, you cannot see the other vagina, and that's why.
I bet one vagina is inside the other vagina.
No,
That's like a turducken or something, right?
How much does she make, Seth?
Okay, well, guess. Take a guess. This is just OnlyFans.
How much? A week?
OnlyFans.
A
Okay,
month.
so
A month. Well, I mean, I
what's her
guess-
subscription?
She's $75,000 a month.
But that's too much. I'm going. She makes $18,000 a month.
He hit it right on the head. 75
No.
grand a month.
And I did. He wasn't in the story.
That's
I
what I thought.
promise.
I thought you read it.
No. I promise. I wouldn't cheat.
Yeah.
I was gonna go 150. but I thought it
75,000
sounded high,
US
so I cut
dollars
it in
a
half.
month.
That many people want to see that.
I mean, you don't. I'm giving
We're
you an
fucked
honest
up
answer.
species,
Look,
man.
I know. No, I don't.
But you're
think
going to pay
this is-
$10
hold
a
on.
month once you
No,
see it, or you're going to continue.
You're villainizing something that, look, every radio show or every dumb podcast like ours in the world will sit down and for $25 will load up to see the two vaginas. You get enough of that,
That's what I thought you
you
were
can make
gonna do.
$75,000 a month. I would pay $20 to see. People have been paying small amounts of money to see freaks or what they consider freaks since the beginning of time, and that is not going to change.
Yeah.
I mean that like those like from like Freak Show. That's what I mean. I'm not meaning disrespectful to her. I'm just saying that is a thing.
Yeah, but I like the old school way to see it, where there was a tent involved,
we were throwing
Some sort of
apple cores.
canvas that you painted all night.
Yeah, and then some like barker that was like, "Come inside," and
See the amazing snake woman.
and then I'm like, I want to see that, and then like it's right behind this curtain, and then I pay my shilling or whatever, and then I
Yes.
walk, and then they're
it's
in
a
a
scam.
cage.
It's a scam.
Yeah, but they're in a cage, and it's a
Lizard boy.
it's a man that's eating Kentucky Fried Chicken. yeah. And then you're like, oh God! And then,
We've got some non-believers out here. Pour it on thick this time.
but if I'm sitting at home and then I'm like, I have to pay $10.95 a month to this person's OnlyFans, and then I see it, I'm like, all right.
No. I don't mean you're gonna like. I don't mean you're gonna dedicate yourself to it. I've subscribed to two vaginas for 15 years. I mean like you're gonna be there for a year, or you're gonna be there for 6 months at least.
$75,000 a month. So people are sticking around.
Yeah, but we're only looking
Crazy.
at 6 month period,
I guess
right?
so, yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're looking at the time that she's hot with two vaginas. check back in a year. It's gone down, and she's still making some money because there's some regulars. But
There's an element of you subscribe similar to Tracy's OnlyFans, which I couldn't get in the other day, by the way.
She hasn't posted anything in a while. She's just slacking on it.
I subscribed, and then every time I thought about it, I was like, I should unsubscribe. That's $10.95 a month, And then I just too lazy to do it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it's been until an entire year, and that's what it is, right? Everybody has these subscriptions that you just forget about.
Yeah.
BDMs.
there's some chat room folks dropping tidbits in there about what happened to her, and I guess she she was going to have an abortion, and they got in there, but they couldn't find the embryo, and that's how they realized that it was just in a different vagina altogether. So I guess she has.
What a sad way to find out.
Well,
On the day on your abortion day.
I guess the best way would be your birthday.
Well, your doctor, like your regular, a vagina doctor. I forgot what it's called.
Gynecologist.
Yeah, whatever. They would tell you, or like I said, you just through exploring your body, you figured out one day the abortions. You took a sad road.
Chat room says, "What if we, as a show, could hook up a man with 2 penises with a man with 2 vaginas?"
There's a man that was one of my stories. A guy who was just born with 3 penises.
Yeah, but the third one's always just
hold on a second. Let's all appreciate the fact that the only woman in the room said 3. Let's all just appreciate that for a second, because that's lovely. That was lovely. Like 3.
It's not 3, sir. Like every time someone tells me they have 3 nipples on a cruise, I'm like, all right, let's see. And then they take it off.
See, you do it too. You want to see it.
But it's always just a big mole or something.
Mine's just a little circle. The doctor said this. I have a 3rd nipple.
No, the doctors are saying that to make you feel special. It's a
it's a warlock. You're a warlock. That's what it means.
But it's like
the biker gang warlocks. They're racist. Some of them.
But I want to see a fully formed penis, like 3 fully formed, in Total Recall. when they show, what I'm saying, that's 3 fully formed boobs, and you're like, whoa! But it's always like a little ill-formed.
Like a baby boob.
Yeah, it's like a skin tag.
You're like, this is my 3rd penis. I'm like, this is a skin tag. And they're like, no, doctor said 3rd penis. I'm like, okay, well,
you have to say it.
Well, it looks
say 3rd penis.
It looks like a skin tag. I want to see 3 fully formed penises. Anyway,
what if they're fully formed but just scaled down, like 1/8 scale?
I'll accept that as long as you can get a boner.
That's the problem.
It has to
1/8
work.
scale. They're fully formed. I just can't get a boner with them.
Yeah, like if you've got 2 heads, the other one has to talk and feel.
Okay,
it can't just be hanging like a big skin tag.
If you had 3 penises, would you rather be able to get 1 penis of your choice rock hard, or all 3 penises 23%?
You go with 1 rock.
That doesn't add up.
I don't know. I think it takes a little
you
bit.
You can tell
of
Jeremy at Hold the Bass. I don't think you can reference that guy anymore.
Did you say Jeremy?
Yeah.
Because I went for the Pearl Jam song, not the porn star.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what does that have to do with a kid that's going to shoot up the school?
I got lots, but it's.
Oh, you got to go.
Keep going. I mean, I don't know.
There's one more.
You're getting sad again. This is like your new thing. You come on the show that you get sad. You get sad that you walk out sad.
Well, I mean, I'll keep with the theme about weird shit with people's bodies.
All right.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Sure.
Our team of doctors has documented what they have called a curious case of rectal ejaculation. A 33-year-old man sought medical attention after 5 days of pain in his testicles. This turned out to be the latest in a long line of problems in that general area. For the last 2 years, he has been passing gas in his urine, and there's a term to that.
Pee farting?
I don't want to start it. It looks like that.
Out of your pee hole?
Urinating fecal matter, peeing out poop, and I swear to God,
this is the worst story you've ever put on the show.
And passing a substantial amount of urine and semen.
And poop?
Poop noodle. We talked about that years ago.
It's not a poop noodle.
Well, that's how it
it's
come
poop
out.
soup.
Oh, yeah. It's like a bird.
It's a straight poop soup.
So all his liquids, solids, and gases were not going out the passages.
You can't pee farts out. That's blowing my mind. That's more of a mystery to me than VR.
Again,
peeing farts.
You went to the doctor because your balls hurt and not because you peed poop out.
Exactly. That's why people.
I'm like, oh Oh no! Like, that's the end. Like if that happens, you're like, oh, it's all ruined
you know what?
inside.
I'm going to go a step further. If I pee poop out and it feels good, I'm still going to the doctor.
Yeah, because you're like, oh no, something's mixed up.
This looks horrible and feels way too good for this to be okay. I'm out of here.
And has it always happened to him, or just started? Because if it just
don't
started,
you hear that? Like, don't you go, oh, I'm going to take a
No,
leak.
this is going on for 2 years. It's been going on.
yeah.
And he just started going because it started hurting in his balls.
Yeah, because you got gas in there.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what happened. The scan, they did a CT scan, obviously.
Sir, you have farts in your balls.
And it showed a gas-filled structure, and then further tests confirmed the presence of
there was this balls full of farts.
a fistula, so abnormal passageway between the urethra and the rectum, through which various fluids and solids have been passing. Upon further investigation, they found that
I gotta go home.
2 years prior, when the symptoms started, he had been in a 3-week coma following a cocaine and PCP intoxication. And during his wait.
All right, so
This guy's a party animal.
this guy's not
He's
just
partying already.
a nerd.
during the hospital.
It is okay. Yeah.
I thought it was
So-
like Harry Potter got the dick farts. No, this is a
he
party
doesn't-
animal.
He doesn't frequent the doctor. Like things hurt because you're like, well, probably PCP that I've been on for a while. So you're not asking
That's not what
questions.
it's from.
I'm freaking out.
I know it's not what it's from, but I'm
He
saying
got a catheter put in, and they think the catheter did it when they did that.
Oh, my God.
The catheter did something.
I guess I'm crying.
it ruptured something and caused.
Yeah.
Well, if I'd have known, I didn't know that getting pee farts was ever a symptom of having a catheter.
I really
this
want
is
to
a
try.
whole new.
I really want to try to pee fart.
This is
out.
all new science for me today.
Yeah,
I'm glad I could expand your mind.
Oh fuck, that hurt.
There's a lot of people that have super rough lives and they dabble in hardcore drugs and they don't go to doctors.
We talked about this earlier this week. I flagged this under people that can squirt a milk out of their eyeballs.
Oh, I've seen
It's that
people
same
blow
sort of
bubbles.
thing where like you got weird parts of your body that shouldn't be connected, but they're connected.
Yeah, well,
Like when you can pee farts, that's crazy to me.
That was like that was some procedure that went wrong, and then it ruptured something, and now it's all mixed together.
Could you, with the right amount of like real science, kind of like human centipede style, could you get a crazy doctor to sort of rewire you in a creative way, like where you could fart out your mouth and breathe out your ass? And
dude, if you go back, I'm sure there's been experiments on humans in like old times, like some medieval or like even like
In
the
Game of
Nazis
Thrones,
were doing
oh,
it.
yeah, they're
and then
bad
it's like,
with it.
I'm sure throughout the history of human time, there's been
Get in ya! I made him fart out of his penis!
Yeah.
That's a German.
Some king had, there's always a wacky scientist that, or like some
They did it,
magician.
like,
They
yeah.
cut it, like see if you put his hands.
Cut
on
that
his
guy's arm off, sew it on that guy's arm.
Yeah, I'm sure they do a lot of
he's
that.
dying? All right.
Yeah.
Get the jester. That's...
All right, let's take a quick break. I know Seth's got to go to his karate tournament.
Yes, I got to.
Good luck
the
with
students
that.
are waiting.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, good luck.
How mad
I'm
are you if they lose? Like,
I mean, I definitely get disappointed.
do they know that? Do you tell them?
No, I don't tell them, but
I'm real disappointed in you guys.
I get less disappointed in them, and well, no, it's them.
Me so sad,
I know
you
it's-
so
What
bad.
if they
I know
tried
I
their
just-
hardest? Does that count or anything?
Of course, but then it just makes me mad that their hardest isn't.
You
better.
try hardest, but hard is not good. Me go home tonight. Me sad
Honestly-
fuck Tracy. You want me sad fuck Tracy?
I'm mostly excited to the kids because that's like the coolest thing ever is to have my first kids that I've trained from the beginning do that first because I remember doing this at their age in
So it's all about
1980s
you.
no, it just reminds me of it, so it makes me happy that I can do that for them. What I got.
Well, is going to be like other dojos?
Yeah,
or
of course,
senseis
we're gonna
and
kick
they're-
their ass.
And
No,
then
I think it's supposed to be a little lighter than that.
No,
what
it's-
if their dojo kids beat your dojo kids?
Yeah.
Like it means that
challenge
they're
the-
better than you.
No, I'll challenge that sensei.
Oh, I thought so you're
Is
like,
that the only reason you're there? Is like, just in case, fail, which they will, me beat you up. Just know that back of mind, no, me beat you up parking lot. Just look for tampon cars.
There's a big bloody car running at you very fast.
Girl,
I'm actually
good looking girl, tampon. Me meet you there. Me beat you up.
I'm so curious about what is going on here at this tournament.
Go with it.
I'll film it. You want to go?
I'll mic you up.
Because
It's $10.
I'll mic you up.
Because the other dojo owner, I've seen some of them. Like my niece goes to some other dojo, and
yeah.
I went to
She
their.
goes to Randy's.
Yeah, and then they do
good.
all the
He's a good
bells,
sensei.
and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is kind of like the shows. Like this is Fred Simmons, right? Like it's kind of like that. Like there's a reason why they've
This
made
is
these
the
jokes.
Foot
Like,
Fist way.
They should make a documentary
Depends
about
on
this.
what type of tournament you go to. I'm going to a very well put together traditional tournament. Lots of open tournaments are like really, really pokey. They were all these colorful, crazy geese. They do dance katas.
Colorful geese?
Colorful geese. Yeah, there's all random.
You don't allow any of that.
No.
Dance caca.
Dance kata forms.
We're ready for dance caca.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. That's what some of those tournaments
Some
do
guy
that.
comes out there and starts farting out of his dick.
You all ready for this? Old rusty sword. Anyway, all right.
But I will film it, and I was going to put a little montage together at the end of it. So
I
I'll
gotta
show
get my life together. That last segment just fucking floored me.
All right, what do we got here?
Yeah, this name of the band is the Sherlocks. The name of the song is "World I Understand." We'll be right back. Woo! Man, you know, I really enjoy cooking for the family. And when I have the opportunity to get my meat from the Morse Family Farms or Morganic Meats, that's what I do because it is top quality, organic, or sometimes even better than organic, locally sourced meat.
Yep.
Locally sourced protein. That good.
It's Morganic Meats. It's right there in Lake Mary. They're at the Lake Mary's farmer market every week.
Yes.
But they get their meat, like Daniel said, straight from their own farm. It's as local as you could ever imagine, and it's the highest
Meet the
quality.
people that butchered it right there
Yeah.
in the shop, man. You get to talk to JJ. In fact, he's on his Facebook page right now urging you to come out and get his meatballs. And I've had them, and they're awesome.
Yep. And whether you got a barbecue coming up or whatever, go and get their gigantic hot dogs. Remember when I went by Morganic
My
Meats
God.
and got a
I
bunch
made
of
the
hot
mistake
dogs
of
and
eating
burgers.
one full Morganic Meats hot dog. One
Yeah.
full hot dog is enough for you. I could feed me and Andrea and Maisie on one Morganic Meat hot dog.
Their steaks are so good. Their pork is unbelievable.
Dude, they got Wagyu. He
Yeah.
gave me, JJ
Yeah.
slipped me a Wagyu steak, and I cooked it, and me and Andrea, it was a T-bone. And that made my wife, well, let's just say that she was really happy with me. She was happy with Daniel.
It's a family business, like we said. JJ and his dad, and the whole family have been. It's a generational farm, and their butcher is great. Their butcher shop, it's Morganic Meats in Lake Mary.
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to love it. They've got the freshly harvested vegetables.
Produce too, yeah.
Don't sleep on the bacon, the eggs, Amish butter, all the things that you hear us rave about, all the stuff that you get at any good meat market or butcher. Well, you got to go to Morganic.
And when you're there, tell them, hey, I heard about you from Tom and Dan. That makes a huge difference for us.
Oh, yeah. Be vocal. And if JJ's in there, say, hey, you're JJ. I'm Tom and Dan. He'll absolutely love it. And if you want more information, it's morsefamilyfarms.com. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
Tom, let's do some voicemail.
Yeah. We're not going to do regular mail. I'm not even going to play the intro or anything. I'm just going to fire up some voicemail messages. If you would like to leave us a voicemail message, two ways to do it. You can call 1-844-TOMNDAN or get our free app. All of our content's on there. We're actually in the middle of revamping it. Taking notes and sending your notes to our app developers to hopefully get some things changed in the next couple of months.
Yeah, so
can't promise anything. It's going to be a long haul, but we are on it.
If you have any concerns or problems with your app, now, if the problem comes with it always has with Android phones because there's so many different versions and it's hard. But anyway, if you have any problems, send us an email and we'll try to have the app team take care of them while we revamp everything.
We will definitely do our best to get things fixed up for you. Voicemails. Here we go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Friday, so it's my cheat meal day, and I go to McDonald's, and I haven't been there in a while, but I got to say, fuck McDonald's with their paper straws. Paper straws are the fucking worst. And fuck any other.
Okay, he's going to do the standard paper straw rant, and sir, I will allow you to do that, even though I've heard some of your own jokes are the same as other people's. My point is, I didn't know that McDonald's had paper straws because my McDonald's still has the bigger straw. And what I mean by that is, traditionally, all McDonald's straws are
big,
bigger.
thick boy.
They're thick boy straws. They're bigger straws than your average, like, see-through straw or any straw you'll get at a mom and pop. McDonald's has these big-ass straws so you can suck up more of that delicious fountain Coca-Cola.
Yeah. They're like 20% more diabetes.
Yeah, it's good. It's a better straw. Like, if you use a McDonald's straw, it's a better straw. But he goes on to...
Restaurant that does this stuff. We got to find a better way. You know, you get 14 sips into your drink and it tastes like you're eating the ass out of a newspaper. It's bullshit. We got 4.
Yeah, I know you're mad.
Well, sir,
I know.
we
I'm sorry.
ruined everything. So what do you want? You know what I'm saying? We made all this plastic bullshit, and it's polluted the earth, and now it's everywhere. There's a goddamn giant island of plastic floating in the Pacific Ocean.
I think that's kind of cool, though.
It is kind of cool.
I hate to say that I think
it's
that's
not not cool.
Like I'm just going on my first reaction when people say like, "Hey, did you know that right off the coast of I believe it's China or Japan, there is an island that's made out of computer keys?" Somebody told me this, and I go, "That's fucking rad, dude!" Like that's my first thing I want to say is that's really neat.
Yeah.
And then I want to go further. I'm like, can we live on it?
It does seem like we should be able to come up with a better. I guess why even need, you don't even need straws because we're all fat and lazy and like to like eat in our cars and stuff. Like if you were eating at home, if you're taking the fast food and eating it at home, you wouldn't need a straw, right? It's just like, here's the cup, but we all eat in our cars.
Let's talk about straws for a second. I like the McDonald's straw, and then last night at Cracker Barrel, because I'd had a bad day after being rear-ended, and I wanted some breakfast for dinner. I wanted pancakes.
Oh.
So we went to the Cracker Barrel. They have Witchcraft, which is a straw that has tiny cookies in it. Little teeny tiny microscopic cookies in the straw. And then you put the straw in the milk. And as you suck the milk up, you get cookie milk. And it tastes delicious. It's amazing. They've crimped it at each end to keep the cookies inside the straw. It's witchcraft. It's amazing.
Hold on.
It's amazing. I have a picture of it on my... Here.
What do you order?
Hold on,
the whole
I have a picture
combo together?
No, they give it to kids. It's for kids, but everybody should get it. Here it is. Look at that.
So
it's the cookies inside the straw.
And then
you put the straw in the milk, and then you suck the milk up, and it tastes like cereal milk or cookie milk. It's delicious, too. And then as you drink, then the cookies go away. So just when I think, and you and we get real negative on the show. That's what we do. And we say, nothing good, nothing, I don't see anything cool, brr, brr, brr. I took a picture of that to prove to you, yes, there are a few things that are still cool out there. You can still find something simple and make a cool invention. This guy, the cookie straw, is fucking awesome.
So...
I asked the waitress for an extra one, and we took it home.
I just ordered biodegradable water balloons for our camping trip because
people don't know about the cookies. The whole chat room's nobody has known about cookie straws.
I never heard about that. Yeah.
Like edible straws are like a thing now, dude. Where the straw is part of and then you eat it or.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm into it. I'm all about the cookie straw.
But if they got biodegradable water balloons, why can't they make that same material into straws, and then that way we don't have the guilt of throwing away plastic straws?
They make
it's just too expensive,
you've
right?
seen those green, almost see-through green straws that are made out of like sugar cane husks or something?
Yeah.
And they talk about how it'll last longer than a paper straw, but it will also after 5 rainstorms it'll go away. But the problem is each straw is like $9.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I think that's the problem.
McDonald's needs some whatever they can mass produce in some Chinese factory for $100 for 1/10 of a penny.
Nobody knows about the cookie straws. Can we get Tom and Dan cookie straws?
I feel like how often?
I'm branching out to families.
Kids.
I'm branching out to families.
Yeah.
Or for single dads when the kids won't shut up. Here, cookie straw. Go get some milk.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here, try this.
Hey guys, so on Monday's ACT, you guys were talking about burying animals in your backyard. Growing up, my dad had a horse. Well, the family had a horse named Old Bill. And one Christmas morning, they found Old Bill dead. So they had to bury him. So my grandfather and a couple good old boys in the neighborhood decided to bury him. The ground was frozen, so they had to chip away at the ground to get him in there deep enough. But when they rolled him over there, his legs were sticking up, frozen solid. Instead of trying to dig it out more, they decided to use a hacksaw and start just cutting his legs.
Oh, come on.
And my dad said you could hear it from the house, just them going back and forth, cutting his legs. And just dropped it in the hole and got it done. Fun stuff.
If need be,
That's why I can't feel things.
if need be, could you cut a family pet up to bury it? I think I could.
No.
I think I could. I think I'm just sick enough where there's a part of me that would be like, well, I'm doing it for you. And I still enjoyed you. I think I could disconnect to do it. I think I could do it.
I will figure someone else can do it. Like
who? You're gonna make Crystal do it? She can't do it.
No, if
the boys aren't gonna do it.
If it was life or death, well, first I wouldn't even get my sister.
You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? You're gonna call me and make me drive over and bury your horse.
If it
your
was
sister would do it. Jen would do it in a fucking heartbeat.
A life or death situation, I'll do anything.
If there was a competition that I could plan this year of being tough between you and your sister would win.
No, okay. Well, she'll say that too, but she'll say I gone soft and look.
You're a little soft. So the boys are here. It was neck and neck. It's almost like you guys are twins in like how real Florida you were. And then somewhere right when Tommy crowned, I bet, you just softened up like a big old Jello ball. I did too. I'm super soft. I've always been soft. Never tough.
Well, I mean, what do you need me to do? I'll do anything. I mean, how can I prove my toughness?
I'll have to think of some things.
Because
have to airboat racing. We have to have some airboat racing. We have to have some feet of strength. How long?
Pain doesn't bother me, and I have no emotion. So I got that going for me.
Lighting cigarettes off a stove.
But in general, I'm not that tough because I don't live a tough life.
You don't.
I come here and work in AC.
Your sister's better at camping.
I go camping more than my sister is like a lot of Florida people where they have the Salt Life sticker.
Are you calling her a poser?
Haven't tasted the salt. I'm just saying. I'm
also glad you're leaning in by talking trash. I knew if I just said a little bit of competition, it would just get the embers. She's calling in right now.
Those boots are pretty clean. Anyway, I'm joking.
Hello?
Hello, this is Audrey, and I'm a Social Security disability consultant on a recorded line, and you can press 1 to be removed. Now, I show here that you recently inquired about your eligibility for Social Security disability benefits.
Robot, stop!
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me just fine?
Well, what we do here at Senior Aid Helper is help people qualify for up to $2,600 a month in Social Security disability benefits.
Hello?
I'm with Senior Aid Helper regarding insurance. My callback number is 866.
Good robot. That's a goddamn good robot.
They're getting better at it.
Yeah, that one was good. That sounded like you. I thought that was our guest. Like, how the fuck? Yeah, I was like, how the fuck is she doing that?
She's going to kill us. Her cousin.
She's a robot.
Her cousin was a plant.
I didn't know the T-2000 was a black woman from Brooklyn. I had no idea.
I just got a text. Speaking of scams,
he's lying. He didn't get a text.
No, I got a lot.
You're doing what that one guest we had in here that's like, oh, guys, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this new marketing thing I got. You need to invest into my company.
No, it was a scam text, and it was like, all right, I'm going to send you $2,250 for this campaign for you to put this magnet of like a Nestle Crunch bar. Seriously.
I've got this before where they're like, we will pay you $1,000 a month if you make your car into a hot dog. I got one of those before. Remember that?
Yes, yeah.
So, you wouldn't let me do it, though, or Andrea wouldn't let me do it.
So it was all a scam, and basically, I guess I don't know what the scam. I want to text back.
Put the magnet on your car
because it's like once.
I love Nestle Crunch.
It's like we'll deposit. But they're asking for my name and address.
Routing number.
No, they didn't ask for that yet. But I feel like that's coming. But they asked for my name and address so that they could send me the check. But I'm like, well, they can't do. I wanted to send it to them because you can't do anything. Anybody can get anybody's name and address. You can look up my name and address right on Google right now, and my phone number.
I'm giving it to our guests. Too.
Everybody,
it's robot.
It's there. It's there. Like there's no more secrets. The internet has taken away all secrets. Everybody's name and address is on the internet, so you can't do anything with that. But I'm guessing it's they get you on the hook, and then they want more information that you can't find. But I don't know. Now it's all scam texts.
I don't get them.
You don't?
No, we were talking about this.
My number is like on the I put my number out.
So it's a little bit different.
It's all over the internet.
Hey, I got an email using the number and using an email address from my granny, and it was her. It was her, not her son. It was her grandson that used her credit card for her BDM membership. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, that they wanted out
this week. I had to give her a refund, and he's not doing very good.
You use your grandma's credit card.
And she said he's not doing very good.
Yeah. Well, we know because you're calling us.
If you're listening, which this isn't a BDM show, you're probably still listening. I hope you do find work in Arkansas. Your granny is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you're a grown person.
Sweet. She was sweet.
Maybe if they were like, how old do you think they were?
The lady?
No, the kid, the BDM that was using the grandma's
early 30s.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it hits different. It hits different in her 30s, right?
If you're like 18, maybe I don't know. All right,
she was sweet. Good luck in Arkansas. Try this one.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Daniel, your 2015 Shark Week champ, checking in. Got somewhat of a hot take for you guys. I like a good bag of chips with my sandwiches. Every time I go to Jimmy John's or Pub Sub, I'll grab a nice bag of chips. And the other day, my wife went grocery shopping. Comes home. We know Lay's does these, nice exotic flavors, so to speak. She came home with Funyun flavored Lay's.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah, Funyun flavored Lay's. Now,
they're great.
Funyun is already a chip. So, if you wanted a Funyun flavored chip, wouldn't you just buy Funyuns?
No, dude. You're so fucking stupid. You're the stupidest fucking person.
Hold on, I get his point.
No. This guy doesn't know his chips. Yep. Funyun flavoring is the onion and the garlic and the salt and the paprika or whatever.
Why not onion and garlic chips?
I'm going to tell you why. Because you're putting it on a corn chip, and the other you're putting it on a fucking potato chip. And that's going to be, there's your base. Your base is different. So the whole fucking chip is different.
Yeah, but it's like...
No, that's it. End of discussion. Corn chip, potato chip. Totally different chips. You're talking tortilla and you're talking potato chip. Completely different thing. The Funyun is a processed corn chip. That flavor, by design, is going to be different than a potato-based chip. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the snack master now.
Well, I think his general point was, why call it Funyun flavor? I guess
because you own the brand. It'd be stupid if you called it onion powder flavor. And then your brand department would be like, hey, idiot, we own Funyuns. Why didn't you just call it that?
Well, it would kind of be like, okay, who...
Sorry, he didn't deserve that. I'm sorry, sir. You didn't deserve my anger. My wife and I have been fighting a lot this week.
It'd be like Coca-Cola coming out with a new soda, and they're like, this tastes like Sprite. Right?
Sprite flavored Coke. Sprite flavored Coke.
Sprite flavored Coke, and you're like, oh, it does taste like... You're like, oh, it already makes Sprite.
I understand what he's saying, but I still stand behind the fact that they did that because it's twofold. They own the brand Funyuns, and this is also, they're putting that dust on a potato-based chip. There's your answer. That's your answer.
So, because the Funyun itself has always been gross to me.
I love it.
It's
but I love all chips, and I'm trashier than you. You're not as trashy as me.
You're like, what? I understand this is like, you're supposed to replicate like an onion ring, but it's
they just poop weird. Out. It's a pooped out little poof of
it's like
batter, and then they fry it, and then they throw it in the dust. And I don't even get me started on Flamin' Hot Funyuns. They're fantastic. I apologize to that man again. I didn't mean to yell at you, sir. That was mean.
Let's play one more voicemail.
All right. God, we have a lot of really good voicemails. Let's try this one.
Hey guys, I was listening to Fire Free Show, and I heard you guys talk about Bam. And if he would be popular now, and I want to give an argument to Dan. I don't know if he's going to say this because I stopped it right in the middle, so I don't know what else his explanation for saying that yes, he would be as popular now or more as before.
Hold on. So you listened to the beginning of the conversation we had, then stopped it and like, I'm calling in, I'm going to say my point, even though I didn't even hear what these guys said.
I knew you'd love that.
What? I don't understand.
I know your love language.
Like this, you're passionate.
I know it now. I speak full Tom. As of today, I think I have graduated to know what just.
Because you heard the conversation and now you have something to say about it, but you didn't hear what we said.
You're not letting it finish.
So how?
You're doing it.
I know. I'm doing it to him. He don't got a goddamn show. We got a show. And you're calling our show. If I call your show, I'm going to hear out your point because maybe you made the same point I'm going to make. Anyway. And I bet he does. He's going to say the same shit.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
I disagree with Tom saying that it would dilute it. Like, yeah, people are going to copy it, but like, look at Mr. Beast. How many videos are people copying of his, of giving shit away for free or like trying to do the same thing? It's not just about the act of what he's doing. It's also the personality behind it. And so I think that the Jackass crew, the Viva La Bam crew, like I think people would be infatuated with like the same shit that we were infatuated back when we were watching it. Like,
all right.
I see what he's saying that, yeah, there are certain like social media people that are super popular that other people are copying and they're not as popular as the original, right? And that's what he's saying. It's like Bam would have been as popular, even though we had people copying him, they're still the original, and we see that today in social media. But what Mr. Beast is doing, I think he's doing it faster and more advanced than anybody else and more grandiose. So like maybe there's other people giving away stuff, but they're not giving away 5 Lamborghinis in a day. And you know what I'm saying? So
Mr. Beast looks like a human cartoon mongoose. He looks like a mongoose.
So we're debating whether Bam Margera would have even gotten popular to begin with because, like, what he could do was easily replicated, right? Because there are better skateboarders than he is, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And like, okay,
that aren't into stunts. That's why you're not going to see them.
You're doing the stunts, but there's a lot of people in the world that could do those same stunts. Like, you can get in a shopping cart and push your buddy into a porta potty. A lot of people could do that. It doesn't take that much talent. You see what I'm saying? Like,
well, where he excelled though is being the guy that did it and didn't get mad. He was the guy that wanted to do it, right? So when you're the guy that, right,
yeah.
But when you're the guy that doesn't seem to get you down, you know, like when you can get in a porta potty and have somebody throw you in a trebuchet and launch you and you smash everywhere and then you're like laughing about it. There's something intriguing about that.
And they had the money from MTV to do these things. Like, completely different scenario. I just don't think that it would have grabbed hold because it's so easy to replicate that kind of entertainment currently.
I'll give a little more ammo to your argument because I watched a documentary. There's a YouTube channel that does like mini documentaries on older YouTube channels. It's kind of interesting. Also, it kind of goes along with our Inception theme we have going on.
Yeah.
But they went through Epic Mealtime. Do you remember the show Epic Mealtime? Where with that guy, I think his name was Harvey. Harvey?
I'm not familiar.
Whatever.
But I know
bearded dude, the bearded guy, the crazy bearded guy. He would make the crazy, the world's largest burrito or the 20-pound burrito, this kind of stuff. It was a great idea and a great channel, but because it was so easy to duplicate, it kind of fucked it out.
Because then everybody could do it, and then people that had more money could do it more grandiose.
It became too expensive for him to do it, or maybe the people that they go on to talk about how it disintegrated much like a radio show. We had personalities fighting, and anything in entertainment where you're not getting paid enough, so you hate the person. It's the way it works. Like it's the same formula for everything. I'm sure YouTubers or dumb radio DJs are.
Oh, everybody does the same.
It's all the same shit. You all hate each other, and you yell at each other, and I mean, this is the only way to do it is to do it independently. You have to, or you're going to be fighting forever. But even then, you're not going to maybe feel like you get your fair shake, I guess. But anyway, you can watch that documentary. But yes, it does. That sort of stuff is proven to have happened. So yes, you're correct.
All right,
let's do one more because this one helps. You'll want to hear this one.
Tom, Dan, Sam. Yeah, Friday pre-show, Tom's talking about how no cars have front license plate holders anymore. Well, most new cars now come with a little plastic mount that mounts onto the grill via screws, and then you would now have a place to put your front license plate. So you probably have one in the back of your truck underneath the seat. That's usually where they come in new vehicles, in the back somewhere, in the trunk of the car. But yeah, most new cars do have it, in fact.
There you go.
We were talking about this earlier, and apparently, like, if you buy a new car, it is somewhere. But what I'm saying is,
it's a mystery.
Most people lose it, or
because it's not necessary in Florida.
Because mine, I don't have one in my truck. It probably came with it, but through, I don't know how many years I've had the truck, but it's gone now.
I'm going to one-up you, though, with this stupid front license plate deal. I am working with Mark Villain, in producing a Tom and Dan leather bra for the front of your car. Remember when leather bras were... I had one for my BMW Z3. I had a black leather Le Bra. It was made by a company called Le Bra.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and this
I like when it
really
has headlight holes.
Oh, yeah. It had it. Oh, yeah. It was two pieces. You had a piece you put on the bottom with little clamps, and then you had a piece you put on the hood. And you slid it up and did the... So we're going to do Tom and Dan Le Bras. And you know how hard it's going to be to do every model of car? You know how hard that's going to be? It's going to be Mark Villain. He's going to bankrupt him. But we're doing it.
Eric's going to have to store every...
yeah.
What year Pontiac Grand Am?
What are you?
2007, fuck!
Yeah, we need a 2007 Pontiac Grand Am Le Bra. The Tom and Dan Le Bra. No, I'm getting them. I'm getting them.
For like $8,000 a month for Indiana Jones style warehouse with all LeBras.
Here's the beauty, LeBra James. We'll end with this. Here's the beauty of the LeBra, the car bra. You bought it to protect the front of your car from like love bugs and bugs, right? But if it got rained on and you left it on your car, the rubbing of just driving up and down the road would rub your fucking paint off. How awesome is that? It did nothing. It was fucking stupid. It's the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah, you can spray off some love bugs.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, but the Le Bra, and then I'm sure it gets old and
it gets like
sunbeaten.
pollen all in it. You got a yellow Le Bra. Oh, you got a dirty Le Bra.
Brilliant, though, market. People bought that shit, right?
I bought it.
Yeah.
My dad
It's got to be
loved
expensive.
It.
It's a lot of leather.
Well, it was for guys like me and my dad, right? It
3 cows died for this.
It was guys like us that would put it on, use it for the love bugs, take it off, wash our car, wax the front double so you put the Le Bra back on, right? But there's only weirdos like us that do that. Everybody else that put it on there would literally let it eat their paint off. Everybody did.
And then when they took it off, all the paint
always down to the metal, dude.
Or that it's nice and new and the rest of your car is faded. It's like, all right.
Yeah, that's what Toad said. He said the paint under his bra was perfect and shiny, everything else falling off the car.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, I will tell you about the biggest bet I made last night. So I know there's a lot of Bucks fans. We'll end with this. So Bucks are playing the Rams, and I watched both their previous games. And
as did I.
And then as soon as the line came out at +3, I was all over it, right? And then there's a lot. I've been in our gambling group. Like I've been gambling with Freddie. Any Bucks fan, I like.
Is it Bucks +3?
No, Rams
+3.
Yeah, so Rams +3, which I have a heavy bet on, but and I've been betting with like Freddie. He's a Bucks fan, and I like
like to find the people that have a little emotion involved, right?
Exactly, because that's where I want to take advantage of that emotion.
You also don't understand those of us that are emotional, and you like bullying us.
and because that emotion clouds your rational thought and your judgment. And you love the Bucks, you love Brady, and the Bucks are great or whatever.
Well, Brady is the best. And I think you have to say that.
Yeah, but I love betting against people that have like emotional ties to teams because they become irrational.
When do you feel the best on this bet? When you win?
Well,
or when you see them sad? Where's the because I see it in your eyes. You got a sparkle. You haven't had a sparkle all show.
And so one of our sponsors, Corey from All Pro Paintless Dent Repair.
I got to talk to Corey.
Yeah, and
stupid lady rear-ended me.
By the way, he's got a new website, allpropdr.com, and
they do amazing work. Really good dudes.
Take a picture of your dent, and you can submit it, and then they'll give you an estimate right on the website.
They've done virtually all of our cars.
Yeah. So Corey, he's a baller, and he loves the Bucks. You go to his Facebook page; it's all Bucks.
Guy. He played football. He likes the football.
And so he hit me up, and because he heard me and EJ talking about how I wanted to bet on the Rams. I thought the +3 would go away, but it looks like it's not. And in fact, as injury news comes out of the Bucks, it's like
who's injured?
It's getting bet up.
Anybody we didn't know?
That offensive lineman Worst. They don't know. Although Corey thinks he's going to play, but he was hobbled around last night. Anyway, I looked at this game, and I like Rams +3. So me and Corey were going back and forth because then I was like, well, do you want to bet? Because at first I was trying to goad Freddie into it because I already have $100.
What does he need?
I don't know. I tag him.
Tires.
It's my trolling.
Big ass truck or something. He's like, I got to save my money.
I tag him on my gambling page. I'm like, hey, double or nothing. Rams +3. I haven't heard anything back.
Well, you're trolling.
That tells me he's scared.
They're sick of your trolling.
Corey, though, he's like, what? He started going real. He's like, he started going with crazy ass shit that he's like, I
want you to suck my dick.
And I'm like,
he didn't say that. He didn't say. I said that.
Settled on $500 straight up.
Hold on, that's your money, dude.
I know.
Don't be taking that out of the business account.
But it's my money when I get a bonus. All
right, that's fair.
Then I have to give you a bonus.
Yeah, I get a bonus. I like that. All right.
But I feel pretty confident on this. And
if you win, do I get some? I still get a bonus.
Well, no. If I win, I get the $500.
Well, I get something. You were putting up company money, so I get the investment of the $500 at least.
I'll get a couple double D's from Gringos or a pizza party.
He'll give you a couple taco. This is what he does. He gives you a couple taco coupons. I put a taco coupon on your desk.
I wanted the bet where he comes and has to fix your car, your bumper in your car, but you got a split now. It's not a dent.
It was a dent yesterday, and then this morning I'm looking. Well, my wife.
It's not called split repair.
Yeah, my wife was looking at it. She's like, this is worse than you told me. She's getting all mad at me.
Yeah. Anyway, so while you're watching the game, I got $500 on it.
Okay.
Rams +3.
Rams +3. Now you know. So everybody know that. And whatever you do not hit up Tom on social media. Don't link him in anything. He very much dislikes that. He likes to concentrate when he's watching his stories.
You could hit me up. And the thing is, like, the Bucks could definitely win this. And but I like the number. If it was Rams +2.5, I don't like it.
It's in Tampa.
It is, yeah. I only like that.
They got a pirate ship.
Doesn't matter.
The only. To me, it is the only like that sort of whatever you want to call that. What do you call that thing? Installation. It's the only installation in the NFL to me that literally makes it matters. It's cool.
The simple handicap of the game that I was looking at, and I've listened to a lot of stuff, but basically with Tom Brady and the lack of receivers he has to throw to, he's got Mike Evans, but they got Jalen Ramsey, right? So if you take that away, then all you got is Gronk and a bunch of guys that seemingly Tom Brady doesn't like to throw to new wide receivers because I think, and we've been joking around about Tom Brady's an old man, but when you get 45 years old, he's 44 or whatever, you probably get set in your ways and you want your receivers to be familiar with them, and that's what he's done his whole career with like Julian Edelman and these receivers
relationships
he gets a rapport with. I think that's why he wanted Antonio Brown. If whatever it is, he gets familiar with them, and then that's where he thrives. And then you take that away from him. All I'm saying is Tampa's going to have, I think trouble scoring points on the Rams defense.
Okay.
With a lack of receivers and now Antonio Brown gone and Jalen Ramsey basically covering your only good receiver left, Mike Evans. And you got Gronk, but he's old Gronk. I don't know. And all
right, chat room wrote it all. They're all ready. All right, they will be watching. We will be watching. I'm glad you put that out there. It makes the game fun.
Yeah.
We can follow along.
Yeah. Bet with, listen, if you want to bet, it's not illegal to, download an offshore betting account and betting app and then, put $50 on the game.
I forgot to tell you, I started playing Poker Stars last night in the VR, dude, where you have to touch the cards.
Yeah, okay.
I did it last night.
Did it make it feel like more of a entertaining experience?
We try to be the most honest we can on this show, correct? It feels like fucking cards, dude. It's weird. It's weird because when you touch it, you flip it up, and then you actually hold the chips. Like you grab what you want, and it feels like you have the stack, and you can throw them you can toss the chips, and when the chips land, they roll, and then the guy will be like, "Don't do that." Like it's like being at a fucking casino, dude.
And you look around and
there's like a guy next to you. The only thing that's off-putting is everybody's got like a fucking Santa hat or a unicorn hat, and that wouldn't be real life, right? Nobody'd be dressed like an idiot. Like you take more chances in the VR is what I mean. Like
there is an element of even playing roulette or sitting at a table. Like all the table games.
You touch the ball, you put it. It's crazy.
Well, you can't feel like you're holding controllers, but being there and tricking your brain into feeling like you're somewhere else.
No, it clicks now. So when you go, like let's say this Coke is in the world. They're thinking of things to trigger your brain. So when you go to get it, it'll click like you touched it. And then it'll vibrate slightly as if it's in your hand to give it weight. You see what I'm saying? So when you touch the cards, it goes. When you touch the cards, it's like, and it's like.
So
I'm telling you, they're doing it, dude.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
It's going to be the future.
It's going to be a problem in my house because I'm escaping.
It's going to be real awkward with our guests when I put the VR and I try the porno again.
Yeah. While she's here. I'll shut the door.
I only have a certain amount of time. My wife is, Crystal.
Should I not put that on the? I put that on the Instagram, and then I saw the first person who watched the video is like, how does she do that? How does she do it? It's like I put the thing up there, and the first person who watched the video, it just had your wife's picture like looking at me. I'm like, oh my God.
Check out Semantics. That's Samantha's podcast.
I think she's recording at Disney. They're actually at Walt Disney World this weekend, partying for their anniversary, and I believe that they will be doing a show out there. So be on the lookout for that released either today or I know they'll be releasing some stuff over the weekend.
Yep. We'll have some new merch on TomandDan.com, and we got some things to announce coming up this year. So thank you for being a BDM.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to our guests for coming in. Thank you so much. It's very nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Seth for doing news.
Yep. And if you want, again, our charity auction, I guess it's up now. It won't go live till tomorrow at noon, but it's TomandDanGiveBack.com. And like we said, every dollar goes to Yellow Brick Road Foundation. Guys, we'll see you next week.
Look, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.